Thank you for taking the time to click on L.O.R E. Please subscribe here and don't forget to follow us on twitch.tv/LoreLivePlay. Alrighty. Hello, welcome back to L.O.R E, the League of Rolling Expeditioners, in case you're wondering. I am Chris Ferguson, your humble host of the show. Today, we are joined by some amazing and special people. But first, let's get to the purpose of why we're here on a rare time of day off the schedule. So, it is ExtraLife Game Day. November 6th, so it is a big, huge thing. It is our very first one for us here at L.O.R E, and so we're gonna do a big, huge marathon. That being said, yeah, the ExtraLife, the main purpose for it, and I'll just get right to it, is like, it was founded in honor of Victoria Enman, a teenage gamer who lost her life to leukemia, and each year more than 50,000 gamers from across the world participate in honor of this young woman and the millions of children treated each year at Children's Miracle Network hospitals. So, with that being said, you can make a change for the better, and our local children's hospital is PennState here in Pennsylvania. That's set up, and it goes directly to there. So occasionally, if you're watching the stream in the chat, you'll see it pop up with a link. You can go right there, or you can click in the About section down below, and there is a link there directly to the Penn State fundraiser that we have set up. Thank you guys so much for the follows already, and I apologize if oh, I'm not sharing audio, so you guys don't hear it. That's good. Yeah. Anyway, we will get right to it. I am joined by an amazing cast. Today, we have the one and only, the creator of so many things like Adventure Skeletons, which we're playing today, the Honey Heist, Crash Pandas. God, there's so many, so much. And, yeah. Let me just shut up and stop embarrassing myself.
Hello, my name is Grant Howitt.
Thank you.
Hello, it's lovely to be here. I was told I'd be allowed to plug things, but instead I'm going to plug sick kids. Give some money to this. If this stream makes you laugh even once, give $5 to a sick kid. There's a link in chat somewhere, I presume.
Yep. Yes, certainly. All right, going to Grant. Well, to my right, we got Deanna.
Hello, I'm Deanna. I'm very excited to be here. It is my first time in a very long time rolling the dice, so very excited to be back for a wonderful cause for my welcome back, and excited to be an adventuring skeleton today. I woke up and chose bones. I'm excited. So thank you for having me, Chris, and that's me.
All right. Oh, shit.
What happened?
Bear with me. Hang on. Something.
There's
always technical difficulties.
9 o'clock in the morning. What have you done?
Yeah, sorry about that. And then we are going to... Oh, that's me. Skip me. Ellie.
Hello, I'm Ellie. You may see that little blurb, The Lost Skeleton. That is not just here for Adventure Skeletons. That's a Discord and Xbox name I've been using for the better part of a decade, so it's all very convenient right now. This is my 10th year fundraising for ExtraLife, but this is my first experience with Chris and with L.O.R E. We only met recently, and I'm really happy to be a part of this community. And very excited to be playing Adventure Skeletons today because my foot in the door to TTRPGs was a game of Grant's Jason Statham's Big Vacation. So here we are now.
Can't help but feel it should be like D&D. So then you can rebel.
No,
Jason Statham's Big Vacation.
It was Jason Statham's Big Vacation, then D&D, then Masks, the Powered by the Apocalypse game, and now it's Savage Worlds.
Okay.
With a side of other things.
Oh my god.
But yeah.
Sorry, my computer's fighting me tooth and nail with everything. All right. Then we have George down below.
Hey, how's it going? I'm George Livingston, also known as the Silver Moose. You can find me on Twitter, JSLivingstonVO. I'm a voice actor, gamer, nerd, geek, husband, father, IT guy. I don't know. Depends on what hour of the day you catch me. I'm wearing a different hat. This is my first year fundraising for ExtraLife, so I'm super, super excited. And I'm thrilled to be here with all of you guys. It's my first time playing a Grant Howitt adventure, so I'm super even more excited. I'm just like, God, I hope I don't mess this up.
It's the first time I've played it as well, mate. Don't worry.
That's reassuring.
Insight check.
But yeah, I'm ready to throw down some dice and some terrible accents. So let's do this.
So glad. And then last but not least, Matthew Garrow.
Hello, everyone. My name is Matthew Garrow, also known as Deoxic Knight. I'm a longtime illustrator and artist, also a current voice actor and a dungeon master for a series of games running on the L.O.R.E server. But today I am merely a player who's going to be a spooky, scary skeleton and join in to hopefully convince you all to help donate for ExtraLife Game Day. And I hope you all enjoy the game that we present with you today.
Awesome. So yeah, you guys can now hear that. You can hear what I'm going to. if you're wondering, that's super awesome. People dropping follows, but the reason I shared the computer audio with you guys, and I forgot to do this before stream because I'm super smart, is so you guys have a little bit of ambiance to kind of like enjoy the atmosphere. It's what we do here at L.O.R.E, you know. So
Will it be a spooky atmosphere?
probably not. I don't know. I mean, that was last month.
I'm getting light mystic.
Yeah, light and misty. Yes, it's a quiet coop. Okay, please, by all means, Andy, take it away.
Yes, I am NeverSayDice, half of the writing duo NeverSayDice at NeverSayDice.co, because M's are expensive. We do a weekly nerd blog, which is mostly about tabletop games, and I will be DMing for you today. Again, this is the fantastic Adventure Skeletons. If you don't have it, go pick it up. I'm sure Grant has it up in a number of places.
It's free.
And pay what you want if you want to throw a few bucks his way, or you can just throw them to the charity because that's why we're all here today.
Don't pay for my stupid game today if you follow this.
Not today.
Give that money to a sick child instead. Tomorrow,
buy it.
Yeah, kids are on their own tomorrow.
Cheers.
You all find yourselves on the deck of the Ivory Spear, a ship that you've been a part of for a while now, but not its original crew. The captain, Bill Marrow, has been gone for about a week now on an island that you are anchored off the coast of. A few days ago, you sent one of your crews over to find out what happened. They actually just jumped into the water and presumably walked over, but nothing's been heard from them either. You're growing bored and concerned. You're not sure what's happened to the captain or the other crew that went out. You've just been woken by you don't need to sleep much, but activated, let's say, by the night shift. And the day is yours to do with what you will. But before you guys decide what you're doing, we need to figure out what kind of skeletons are you?
Yarr.
So why don't we start with our lovely host, Chris?
Oh.
Me?
Please roll a d6.
God damn it. Never ready for this. That would be a 1. So does that count for natty ones?
You are an orc.
Donate for the
orc
kids.
skeleton, which means that
Orcs?
you have a +1 to hitting and shouting.
Jesus. Okay.
Ooh.
We'll move on to
Hitting and shouting.
Deanna
Nice.
here.
All right.
go ahead and roll a d6. Actually, everybody can roll a d6 if you want to be
Yeah.
ready for when I call upon you.
All right, I got a 3.
A 3. You are a former dwarf, a dwarf skeleton currently.
Love
You
that.
get an extra head and chest box.
Oh, very nice.
For anyone who doesn't know or hasn't had a chance to read over the page of rules here, each of your sections of your skeleton have 2 hit boxes. The head, the torso, the right arm, the left leg, and the right leg, and the pelvis. Because otherwise, how would you keep the legs on?
Exactly.
Yeah, you got to have the pelvis.
It's a necessity.
Moving on to George.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll,
I
tell me what
did.
you've rolled.
I rolled a 2, and I get +1 to spanking. Oh, speaking.
Speaking.
No, spanking.
Man,
I like.
that's just.
It's now a canon.
You know
it's
what?
canon.
Yeah, it's canon.
That's-
You can have a +1 to speaking, moving, and spank.
It's
I
gonna
was
be
gonna
so
say-
hard to give a good spank with your bony hand.
That's spanking, man.
It's all in the angle, I suppose. Yeah.
What have I fallen in with?
A good question. We'll
What is
see.
even happening here?
Grant, you're next on my list here.
I rolled a 6, and I'm so happy about it.
Yes, you are, in fact, somehow a skeleton.
I'm 3rd generation skeleton, baby.
Yes.
Both my parents were skeletons.
That's awesome.
That means Grant's character gets a +1 to skeleton knowledge and culture, whatever that should mean in our adventures here.
It means everything.
Everything. Well, we'll see. Next on my list is Matthew. Matthew, what did you roll?
I rolled a 4.
4. You're a goblin. You're a former goblin. You get a +1 to sneaking and running away. Yeah. Running away from what? I mean, the running away is kind of, maybe you're
Either running
away
or
from
running
boredom.
to.
We'll see.
Thank you, Flurry.
And last but not least, we have Ellie, the lost skeleton, apparently. Yeah, what did you roll?
I also rolled a 1.
Oh, so you're another orc. Again, hitting and shouting. So we only have one person proficient with spanking, which is unfortunate. But there you
You
go.
need it. I got it.
Yeah,
Alex had in
That's-
here.
that's where you'll get it from. So with that, you can equip yourselves as well if you like. We can go over that, or we can get into what would you like to do and where would you like to go. You're on the ship. There are a few officers left aboard, but most everyone either went with the captain or in search of him.
So, just to make one thing clear, sorry, we are a skeleton. We're a skeleton crew. We're quite
That's right.
literally a crew of skeletons on board a pirate ship. We are.
That's right.
Like
You're
we're
a
like a
skeleton,
ghost ship,
skeleton crew.
and our captain's gone missing, and we need to find him. It's just to sort of get myself centered in this. Is this a common thing that big like boats of skeletons go around? Are we an odd element in this world?
You are an oddity. Rumor has it on the ship that everyone who's brought on board has been placed under a curse. Not unlike some famous blockbuster movie that we won't mention any longer. But yeah,
What?
during the day, you sort of look normal, even though you're still a skeleton. And at night, in the darkness, you look like your skeleton self. That
Gotcha.
and I guess for Grant, for your character, you look like a skeleton all the time, which is rather disturbing to some of your fellow crewmates. But there you have it.
I just look a bit less skeletal during the day.
Yeah, it's like gaunt skin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Still dead.
super jealous.
A little more
Super
meat on your
jealous thinking about
bones.
the 6.
Oh my god.
I
Rich.
think we should roll for equipment so we can get an idea of what sort of team we're working with here.
Absolutely. Everybody can roll 2d6, and I'll let you know what you have to equip yourselves with.
All right.
By 2 and a 6.
2 and a 6,
What is with
Grant.
me?
I'm sure you already know, having been one of the authors of these rules, but you
Yeah, I
have
remember.
some metal armor,
Exciting, so.
which will give you +2 hitboxes to... Actually, Grant, go ahead and roll a d10 for me.
Got a 6.
A 6. So that would be torso. Yeah, so you have like a metal breastplate. That'll give
Yes.
you
My
some
father's
extra-
breastplate. He was buried in it. And then got up and fought 3 wars.
Absolutely. That'll give you 2 extra hit boxes to your torso.
Brilliant.
And the other one was a 6, I believe, which means you have a set of bow and arrows.
Fantastic. Okay. My mother's bow and arrow.
Which she was
Made
married
from a
with.
femur.
My
Nice.
mother's.
Chris, what did you roll?
1 and a 6. Well, 6 and a 1. No, it was a 6 and a 1 in that order.
Wow.
The order does not matter. So you have a set of bow and arrows and a piece of leather armor. If you go ahead and roll a d10 for me, I'll tell you where that's protecting.
It better be the crotch. 8.
8. 8 would be your left arm. You have a buckler or bracer on your left arm.
Real shame you didn't roll big leather pants.
That would have been amazing.
Oh man, left arm leather. Okay.
Deanna, what have you rolled?
I got a 2 and a
2.
5.
And a 5. A 2 would be, again, metal armor. If you roll a d10, we'll figure out where that was. You also have a great axe.
Oh, lovely. Lovely, lovely. And I got a 1.
You got a 1. So, yeah, you have a shin guard on your right leg.
Very exciting.
Nice leather. Or was that metal? Metal shin guard.
Metal. Mm-hmm.
It's appropriate.
George, Mr. Silver Moose.
Yeah, I got a 6 and a 1.
6 and a 1.
Hey,
wow.
welcome to the party,
Popular
bro.
numbers today.
Hey,
I wonder
yeah,
if that's what's going to be going on for all of you guys' rolls. Yeah, leather armor and bow and arrows. Lots of ranged equipment here. Where is your leather armor on you? Go ahead and roll a d10.
I rolled a 7.
Pants.
A 7. No, torso. Yeah. No
Jerkin.
pants.
Whatever.
Okay. Yeah.
Of course, so. Got it.
Bollocks.
Matthew.
Bollocks.
I rolled a 4 and a 6.
4 and a 6. Oh, you are weaponed up. You have a
Mhm.
dagger and a set of bow and arrows.
Rogue.
Yeah. And then Ellie, the lost skeleton.
I rolled a 2 and a 4.
A 2 and a 4. So you have a piece of metal armor and a dagger. Where is your metal armor? Go ahead and roll a d10. Metal pants. Metal pants.
Pants. Metal pants.
That's a
Metal
6
pants.
on the D10.
Ah!
6. Yeah. You have torso, a nice breastplate. Yeah. Sorry, no pants for
That's
anyone.
the-
Maybe you'll
I-
find some on your
This
journey.
feels like a viable squad.
Was that our last? Was that our last roll, or do we still have Matt?
I think that's all of them. Yes.
Our quest is clear, friends.
Oh, so no.
Find some metal pants.
So we didn't get any metal pants.
None.
No metal pants.
Metal pants, but you know,
I need
like
the
a-
metal pants.
apparently like a big hulking orc skeleton with this teeny little dagger.
Yeah.
I think I'm the
I
only
love it.
one who did not get armor. But
Yeah.
I like my setup.
We
You know,
have
goblin with a dagger.
we have Grant's emotions wrapped up in a sound here on the. Okay. Just
Wow.
bummer.
It's okay, Matthew, because you're good at running away. So
All right.
Perfect sense.
Are we
So-
named skeletons? Or are we just sort of like 1, 2, 3? Like, have we earned names?
That's
You
a
earned
good
names.
point.
I would assume that you had names before you were brought on ship and brought under the curse that this
Yeah, okay.
ivory spear is under. But that all depends on whether you think you remember them or not.
Hmm.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Or we could name each other. You guys could name each other.
Yeah,
That's
someone
fun.
name me.
I was going to say, I have a name for myself.
Yeah, me
Bonnie
too.
Bones Bob. That's your name.
Bonnie Bones Bob.
Bonnie
What a
Bones
name.
Bob.
heard of his name.
All right.
Bonnie Bones Bob the third.
The third, right?
Right. Third generation.
Right.
You know what? I insist on being called Robert, but yeah.
Owns Robert. Got it.
Bones Robert.
Robert
There
the
you go.
Third.
Please, Bonnie Bones
Yes.
Bob the second is my father.
Oh, that's half the game right there.
Yeah.
Bonnie Bones.
Grant, why don't you name someone?
Okay. Our goblin skeleton is called Tinkle.
Tinkle.
For the noise of goblin bones falling.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, it also means piss, doesn't it? Now I say it out loud.
Mhm.
Well,
Name's Tinkle.
Which means something different over here.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, that now it would be on you, Tinkle. The tinkle's on you.
I'm gonna name. Who had the metal armor again? Like this,
I
the
have
torso.
metal
Several
armor.
people.
The
all
torso.
You got two choices.
Someone had the chest armor, and I was thinking of calling him barrel chest. That was the first thing that came to
think
mind, anyway.
I would nominate Deanna as the dwarf skeleton for that.
That sounds wonderful. Barrel chest it is.
Barrel chest.
now, is it a barrel or a chest that they're wearing? Or is it
Yes.
both?
I think,
Okay,
I
cool.
think the answer
Yes.
is yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, that would be on you then, Deanna, to pick someone to name.
All right. Let's see. So then, Silver Moose, you don't have a name yet, or do you?
I do not. I'm a nameless skeleton.
Nameless skeleton is a
Shall
sad
we
skeleton.
Mm.
I'm thinking
Yeah, accurate.
Susie, skeleton.
Susie. With two O's. That's how I.
With-
Susie.
Susie, yeah,
The
exactly.
traditional skeleton spelling, yeah.
Yeah,
That's right.
S-O-O-X.
Traditional skeleton skeleton. It's double
That's
O's.
usually how
Susie.
skeletons do it. I think it quite fits.
A boy named Susie.
Susie Moose.
Susie Moose.
Susie Moose.
Susie Moose. I love it.
Susie Moose.
All right, Susie. You have two choices.
Let me see. The lost skeleton, Allie. Let's see. What shall we name you?
Arr, arr, arr.
I felt like I spent it with Bonnie Bones Bob, but I can come up with something equally epic.
What human? Sorry, what race are you?
Yeah.
again?
What race are you?
I'm
you're-
a dwarf skeleton
you're
with
the
a
orc.
with a nice.
Oh, then I have to go with. I have to go
Tiny
with. I have to go with my favorite orc name that I came up in the previous game, Snog.
Oh God.
Snog.
Yes, Snog is back.
Snog is
Nice.
back.
And Snog, that leaves it to you to name the other orc in the party, Chris.
All right.
Be gentle.
Let's see. You know what? I'm gonna have to go with One-Eyed Steve.
Still got an eye?
That's appropriate.
No,
No, actually,
That's the most
actually-
eye. That's the most eyes out of any of us.
Actually, Steve does have one eye. It's a wooden eye. It's a carved wooden eye that's in his
Prosthetic.
It's only one eye. It's a prosthetic.
He's
Presumably
very
from
proud of his
before
wooden
he
eye.
was cursed. Yes.
You know,
he's
that's
very-
actually apocryphal. Like they used to use hippopotamus eyes, but no one ever had one of those.
So one
That
eye
was
Steve.
that was
huh?
a little Abraham Lincoln joke.
So now that we are all named skeletons here, what would you like to do? Again, yes, it is a skeleton crew on board this ship with the captain and one of the shifts gone in search of him. What would you like to do?
What time is it?
It is morning time. You were woken up by the graveyard shift.
Appropriate.
So we're currently meat flavored,
Yes.
as it most of us anyway.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're very
well-
gaunt looking, being a
Yeah.
skeleton.
You know what? I have a very big hat,
Sure.
and like I pull my collar up, and I use those sort of wax lips to pretend that I have lips.
Somehow no one has caught on that you're just a skeleton.
The lips. I've got like 2 bits of liver, and they keep falling off. Boys, skeleton. I don't know what gender you've got. Skeletons. Skeletons.
Hey, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
What's
Find
up?
ourselves at a crossroads.
Yes, we have.
Thought we were on a ship.
Yeah.
Very wise. Congratulations. Now, as the way I see it, we've got 2 options. 1, we go back and continue the proud skeleton tradition of looking after our captains. We tracked down our lost captain, and indeed those poor souls. Do we have souls who went off to get them? Or two. We do a mutiny and get some leather pants.
I like leather pants.
Leather pants sound fantastic. And yet, I miss our captain. As the dread pirate Barrel Chest, I say we find our captain and get him some leather pants. Who's with me?
I'm with you.
Hey!
I look up from sharpening my little tiny knife, and but Barrel Chest, do any of us really have souls? Does anyone have soul?
You know, Snob, that's a real good question. Something I think about quite often. Do I have a soul?
Yeah. Maybe what we need is to get those leather pants.
Our captain needs those pants. Think about how good they'd look on his caboose. Oh.
They'd really fill it out, given that he's a skeleton. Chris, sorry, Andy. I just want to make a skeleton knowledge roll to see if we have souls or not.
Sure.
How does the system work in this game?
Roll a d10, please.
Cool.
And you, being a skeleton, you will roll a plus with a +1 for skeleton knowledge.
I got a 5. Is this the TN system? How does it work?
Was that a 5 with the +1?
Yeah, afraid so.
Yeah, I mean, that's been one of the existential questions of your entire skeleton life. Do you have a soul? That's a really good question. Do these other skeletons who are not true skeletons have a soul?
I don't want to get upset. I'm not racist about this. Yeah, we've all got. Either we've all got souls, or we've. Okay.
Well,
The answer lies in your heart.
I think it would make my soul feel really good if we found the captain some leather pants.
Yeah.
I think you're right, Snog.
Sounds like just the sort of thing you'd like as a present after being sad, after being lost for so long.
Oh, there's nothing better than leather pants.
Well, metal pants, I suppose, but we'll see. Tinkle, what say you?
Tinkle's kind of just leaning up against the wall. He's kind of poking his bony light finger with his dagger. I mean, anything pretty much goes as long as I get to give someone the shivers. So, if you want these leather pants, or we can go for the captain. Go for it.
I look at
Go for a
Susie.
walk.
I look at Susie. Oi, that Tinkle, he gives me the creeps.
I think he's rather cute. And I think leather pants would be fabulous, darling. Much better for the spanking. Metal pants hurt so much. Both the spanker and the spanky.
Susie, you know a lot about that, don't you? Old spanker.
Yeah.
Is that Susie's nickname? Spanky?
Spanky?
Susie Spanky.
Spanky Susie.
Thank you, Susie.
It's enough to make me wish we slept in separate rooms.
I never understood why you liked spanking so much. It's so much more fun with you shanking.
To each his own.
I like
To each his own.
To each his own.
But I agree. I think the captain needs some pants.
Yes, our captain's been walking around without trousers now for the last 150 years.
It's been hard to look at.
It's been difficult during the day when he's a person.
So many extra features.
Oh my god.
And then he's misshapen extra features.
He's quite unique, isn't he, that captain of ours?
Oh, very much so.
As you all are discussing this, not the first mate, because the first mate has gone off in search of the captain, but the quartermaster on the ship, a dwarf named Rove, comes up and says, "Hey, what are you all doing? There's cleaning to be done up here. Swab the decks."
You're not my captain.
"I'm in charge.
Barrel
Says
Chest
you.
is right. You're
Other
not
than
the
the
captain.
sailing master, I'm in charge. Clean up."
With
That
what?
doesn't sound like an adventure at all. This isn't skeleton work. Sorry,
We're-
this isn't
we're-
work skeletons. This is adventure skeletons.
We're not. Robert, we're not skeletons. You're human, and I'm an orc, and they're whatever the hell they are.
Okay, yes, for now. Yes, we're skeletons. Yes, we're all, and you are all meat, certainly now. But then, and like, and I walk over and like, and like pull the sail in front of the sun, casting a shadow, and then one-eyed Steve's head is just a big skull. Oh, at night, Steve, when we turn into skeletons.
Oh, no.
No, don't cover it, that'll make it worse.
And it does. As you pull the sail, there's shade over his head, and you can clearly see his wooden eye rolling around in the socket. And then he covers himself, and you can see all the bits, all the skeletal bits.
Master, Barrel Chest is taking us on a grand adventure to find Pants and the captain.
You better believe it. Everyone get ready to set sail to find our captain.
What do you need
Those-
pants for?
What do you need
We're
pants?
not the ones who need pants.
What do you don't need?
The
Needs
captain
pants.
needs pants. Fabulous leather pants.
I'm
It's-
paying
with the dick.
attention.
It's captain's orders. Then, did he leave you with those orders?
No, but we think it's best to get him some leather pants to, cover up that applesauce he calls a crotch every damn day.
Well, then, if he didn't leave you those orders, what do
No,
you think you're doing?
he did.
How do
Well-
you expect us to kneel down and scrub the deck without leather pants? We'll get splinters.
What
That's
a
a good
great
point.
point.
That
You
is
don't
true,
want
we do
splinters in
scoot
your
around on our
bones.
butts. When we swap.
So true.
Well, tell you what, let's go find the captain, and then we'll ask him, and we'll find out what he should want us to do. Get him some pants, or swab the deck.
Yeah, have you ever seen Tinkle clean the deck? He does it like a cat with worms.
He
It's
cleans the deck with worms. He doesn't clean the deck with worms.
no, I'm saying he scrunches his butt across the floor like a cat with worms. You never seen? Oh my god!
Thanks so much for your guidance, Quartermaster. You've been invaluable here. And now it's time to go off on our adventure. To the boat!
You're doing a fine job.
You're gonna take the last
Quartermaster.
longboat.
We'll take the shortest one we can find, certainly.
I'm gonna try and, while they're all bickering, try and actually sneak off to the lifeboat and start getting it ready.
Brilliant.
Sure. Go ahead and roll for sneaking. That's a D10, and you get a bonus for. You're a goblin, so you should get a bonus for sneaking, a +1.
That is 4.
4. It's not that difficult. They're all rather animated in their discussion. So yeah, you walk off and start uncovering the longboat, and you don't really need many supplies, but start getting it ready to lower into the water.
I'm gonna go up to the quartermaster and put my hand on his shoulder.
You know, Quartermaster, you're doing such a great job here. I think the captain would want you to stay behind and watch over the boat.
Yeah, that is my job, I suppose.
Yes. So stay here and don't mess with us. It's tough work we're doing.
So
All
I
right,
get a
then.
plus. I get a +1 to speaking. Is that like persuasion? Like, would that count as persuasion or?
So yeah, persuasion, or potentially if you're trying to bluff someone or convince them of something that isn't true, which would be lying. Yeah, if you're trying to lie to someone or
Depends on
convince
how
them
you
of
look at
something, yeah, whether it's the truth or not.
So I'm gonna go to the quartermaster. So what do I got to roll to try? So, okay, so I'm gonna go and say, listen, we're gonna leave the ship. We're gonna find the captain, and when we get back, I'll put on that little number you like and do that dance thing that you so enjoy.
Go ahead and roll for.
What am I rolling, a 6 or?
It's a D10 plus
Okay.
your speaking bonus.
I'd
All
like
right.
to assist by doing this.
You're gonna
I don't have eyebrows, but the bones
It
with the.
it doesn't give any sort of additional bonus, but Susie's spirits are lifted with that assistance.
right. Total of 3.
3. But
And I-
including
and
your
I-
bonus, did you roll a 2 plus 1?
Yes, and I give him the aristocrats. Little.
What are you implying, Spanky?
Well, I'm just saying. there's a bonus for you if you let us walk off the ship without any further trouble. You know what I'm saying?
Bonus? Like skeletons?
A bonus.
Like we are? We have fun here. Okay.
What? You're gonna bring something back for me then?
Yes, we'll bring you back. What is it you want? You wanna
Some spare bones would be nice. We're running low.
spare bones?
Yeah.
I think we can do that.
I mean, ever since
What's the storage situation like? Do we just have a room where we keep
so
all the
you
bones?
guys
How
have
does it
a-
work?
You guys have a room on board the ship down in the hold that you sleep in.
Yeah.
Rest in, as you don't exactly need sleep. But yeah, there's also there's a cook still on board, though he does not need to cook because nobody needs to eat. But he just kind of keeps track of supplies there in assistance of the quartermaster.
It's just as well. It goes right through me.
Yeah, there's the quartermaster who, yeah, it does. The quartermaster who takes care of the supplies of the ship. There, left on the ship is also the sailing master who handles navigation and the steering of the ship. And yeah, that's about it. They're the captain's quarters, and
Armory.
there's some storage down below and where you guys sleep. There's also the galley, but there's not much there other than extra storage.
Chet,
Well, if it's
Chet
well, if
says,
it's bones, if it's bones you want, my friend, we will give you the boning of your life.
I gotta point this out. Chet says there's the armory, the legery, and the ribbery.
Congrats,
Love it.
Good.
congrats.
Come on.
Thank you, D20 Future Show.
Let's have you on board.
I'll call out from the lifeboat. Are you guys coming or what? I've got an itch to stab a bitch. Let's go!
Love this kid's energy. Let's go.
I'm gonna just
so weird.
I've got a knife.
Yeah.
I'm gonna rumble my chest.
I'm ready to go. Barrel
I'm just holding
on our
the
way.
single pulley line with my dagger at it, just ready to cut it as soon as they all get on board.
I go like super enthusiastically over to the longboat and just like flop in, and I'm this big old orc skeleton, and Tinkle's just a little goblin, so I imagine the lifeboat's like, whoa.
Oh. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I yeet barrel chest into the ship, into the little boat. Just yeet, and make sure everybody gets in. On aboard, or something like that.
Yeah, you jump in and slowly lower yourselves into the water in this long boat.
I completely cut the line and we just
Yeah,
dropped
we
like a
just
sack of
smashed.
You can do that. Is that what you want to do?
You cut one side
what
of
you
the
wanna
ship
do.
falls in. Like,
Ah! Mutiny!
Everyone roll a d10 for me.
All right, let's do it. How in the world am I rolling nothing?
I rolled a 9.
1.
Oh, one-eyed Steve. As you're the last on board, you're jumping aboard just as Tinkle cuts the lines to just drop the boat into the water, and you
Yep.
come crashing into the ship as you fall with it. Go ahead and roll a d10, and we'll see what part of you potentially gets injured here.
I rolled the amount of my good eyes. 5.
5. Unfortunately, you catch yourself on your right arm and take 1 damage to your right arm as a crack forms.
Damn it.
Yeah.
That's
you
gonna hurt
still
later.
got your humorous.
Oh, I'm funny.
So,
I don't get it.
who will be steering your longboat, and who will be at the oars pushing you along?
I stand on the front, crossing the Potomac style, contributing nothing.
I'm gonna,
Perfect.
I'm gonna man the oars I think Snog takes a lot of pride in being a big, strong orc skeleton.
Absolutely.
I'm going to steer this ship straight to our captain. Mark my words.
All right, Barrel Chest has volunteered to steer. You slowly row your way toward the island and get close to the rocky shores. make a D10 check to see if you can steer through without damaging the boat or any of your fellow skeletons.
Oh no. It's a loaded roll.
Oh.
Ooh, 7.
7. Yeah, you barely avoid one large rock and almost hit another smaller one that came up, but you managed to shift the ship just in time to slide right through there and come close to the island. If you would like to go ahead and run it aground, you're welcome to, or you can try and jump out and pull it slowly into shore safely.
I'll
That's
run
up
it
to you
aground.
guys.
I've got
You
no
know,
time for slow.
have them run straight aground. Okay, go ahead, roll another D10 to see how well you do with that.
Okay. 6.
6. Yeah, you come and just slam it right into the sands. Yeah, you guys can get out and get on shore and see what everything is about.
What is everything about?
Yeah. Where are we? Are we like on a beach or is
You
is there a
are
town?
on a beach. There are some rocks around. There is a forest full of different trees in the center of the island here, and yeah, there are a number of crabs and such along the shoreline here, but generally it seems pretty clear.
Well, I don't see the captain anywhere. Must be the wrong island.
I'll see if any of these crabs have seen anything. You there, crab! Give me the silent treatment now. Come here, you dog.
Scuttles along.
Cool. Okay, I'm gonna grab it and pick it up and start questioning it.
Roll a d10 to see if you can
Yeah,
grab it.
sure, man. Absolutely. That's a 10.
A 10.
Grab that
Absolutely.
crab.
You follow it along as it's scuttling along the beach and grab it from behind.
Sideways, yeah.
Yeah, and pick it up. And fortunately, it snaps at you, but you hold it far enough away from your skull that you're.
It's fine.
yeah,
It's not gonna.
yeah.
It's made out of bones. It's fine. You know, it can
Yeah.
have a go if it wants.
Yeah.
You seen any captain-shaped skeletons come around here? Dick like a bunch of leftover chicken legs.
And it sort of points a claw towards the woods.
Very good. Listen, how do you want to join a pirate crew?
You have no idea what that means.
Great. I take a little coin, and give it a piece of cursed pirate gold, turning it into a crab skeleton, which is identical.
It grabs it, but yeah, no change. Seems to have
Fantastic! Welcome aboard! On my shoulder.
Robert, who's
You've
your
never
new
looked
pal?
better, Robert. That's quite an improvement.
It sits
Thanks
there
very
clacking.
much. This is my first mate, Clax.
Oh, Clax, it's a wonder to meet you.
How come Clax gets paid?
We all got paid with the cursed gold. You remember? You know,
You guys have no clue what he's talking about with first gold.
One-Eyed Steve is convinced. I believe him. It's good for gold, and now Bones has pet. So let's find pants.
I kind of sidle up behind Robert and start poking at the crab's gold piece, being like,
now be careful. You've got meat on your hands.
Well, it looks like meat at least.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
Yeah.
it snaps at you with one of its claws, and it hits it explicitly because this game, when
Yeah, there's
something,
no damage.
yeah, because you guys are slow because you're skeletons. Under damage, anything that attacks you automatically hits because your
Okay.
reflexes are rather slow.
Okay.
Pelvis.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and I guess I'll roll a d10 and
Yeah.
see where Clacky hits.
Clax, no!
my bonus is to hitting and what else?
Shouting.
Hitting and shouting. If you want to shout at anyone to
Nice.
intimidate, basically.
I
Or if you can
will.
come up
I
with
will
another useful
shout
shouting.
at Clacky.
Okay.
Hey, that's not nice.
Well-
Where does Clacky?
Clacky hits your torso, which I believe
armored
you're
torso.
wearing
He's got a long
armor, so
reach.
it clangs. It like jumps off of Bony Bones' Bob's shoulder.
Yeah.
Bob.
No.
It jumps off of Bob's shoulder and attempts to snap at you with the claws, but it impacts his armor, and then it scurries up Robert's leg and hides in his torso as you shout.
I'm fighting amongst my crew. Now, Clucky, you apologize to Snog.
It's rather agitated. It's kind of foaming at the bubbles crabs
Yeah,
get.
yeah.
It's kind of doing that.
God,
No.
it's tickly in there.
I
accept
think I
your
heard
apology.
him. I think I heard him say sorry.
I accept your apology, Clacky. I'm sorry I tried to take your coin.
If you guys are done playing with your crabs, can we go?
Yes, the crab says there's some stuff in the woods.
In the woods, he says.
Tinkle, why not lead the way?
Into the woods.
Yeah, we
Rushing
can go
woods.
like smallest to tallest. Which
Okay.
would make
Tinkle's already run into the woods.
that would make me last. That's not good.
Tinkle's up a tree half a mile away.
No, Tinkle is currently inside of Robert's torso.
Well, hang on, Tinkle?
What?
Yeah.
Not Tinkle.
Clacky.
What are you doing,
Yeah,
Tinkle?
Yeah.
Get out of here,
I meant Clacky. Clacky
Yeah,
is
yeah,
currently
yeah,
inside. Yeah.
Tinkle.
Fuck is
Down.
that?
Because
He's like a little-
Clacky,
He's like
Clacky
mini
would be
me.
the smallest. If he's
Yeah,
part of
Clacky
the
would be,
group,
yeah.
Clacky would be
It's
smallest.
like just like
Yeah.
mini me in the gold member in the spacesuit.
Yeah. But inside my torso.
Yeah.
So
That's even
Tinkle's
worse.
run off ahead.
Yeah.
Tinkle's out of here.
Tinkle's out of here.
And that leaves us,
Tinkle, let's find out what you see going into the forest. Go ahead and roll a d10 for me. And since you just have a bonus to sneaking and running away, it'll be a flat roll.
7.
7. You managed to find a path leading deeper into the woods here. There are a number of different trees, but this seems to be a path that's been used before.
I'll situate myself in a bit of like a shrubbery or something a little bit more obscured, just and wait for the others to kind of show up impatiently and just kind of like.
Yeah.
Coming or
Roll a
what?
d10 for me, Tinkle.
Tinkle becomes a pile of bones.
I rolled a 5.
5. Tinkle runs off into the woods and in the direction that Clacky pointed, and you guys see him disappear into the tree line and start to follow, and are now having trouble finding him and where he went off to.
I'm going to start shouting since I'm very good at shouting.
Yes.
Tinkle!
Yeah, I will assist in the shouting with just two loud, dumb ass orcs just screaming in the
Shout
jungle.
assist. Sure. Tinkle, you clearly hear this.
Yoo-hoo!
So as soon as they approach where I have found this path,
Are you going to try and
I'll kinda
shank a
like-
bitch?
no, I'm not gonna shank them. It doesn't bother them. It doesn't hurt them. But it's
Well.
like I'll kind of like emerge slowly from the bushes. You guys ready to go?
Yeah.
Yeah, particularly Snog and One Eye. You're both disturbed to find Tinkle hiding in a bush. But everyone
shrubbery.
else kind of saw where he was.
It's a shrubbery!
I
It is
just
a
kind of
shrubbery.
jump a step back and pull out my teeny tiny dagger in my big giant orc hands.
There's a path this way we gotta follow.
Just as you're explaining this to them, well, you guys hear a strange noise coming through, and some sort of animal sounds coming through. There's a grunting noise, and a boar comes charging into your area.
Who's it coming for? Is it coming for
Who's
anyone?
it coming for? I am going to roll a die to find out who that is. Since there are 6 of you, it's perfect. I'll roll this fancy d6 I have. Oh, it's coming for One-Eyed Steve.
Oh no.
The dice are not with you today, One-Eyed Steve.
No.
It
It's
unfortunately automatically hits. So let's roll a d10 and find out how you got damaged. I know, pelvis, right?
I will never get my pants.
You, fortunately, being towards the back of the group, you sort of see it coming as other people dodge out of the way, but you're not quick enough to get out of there. You throw up your arm, and it slams into your right arm, doing 1 damage, assuming you don't have any armor on there.
It does what?
You have 1 point of damage to your right arm.
Another point of damage?
Yeah, you already damaged your right arm, right?
Yeah.
If that's already right arm, so it cracks,
off.
and you're now
Oh,
missing
God.
your right arm. It flies off and cracks into a couple
One
of
eye,
pieces.
one arm.
But
One
at
arm,
least,
one-eyed Steve.
how am I gonna fire this bow?
That's a good question.
Use your teeth.
Nog
Ow.
like launches himself luchador style at this board, trying to like just grab my arms around it and be like, "You give Steve his arm back."
Go ahead and roll a d10.
All right, come on, big money. That's a 10.
That's a 10. Yeah, you manage to just sink both of your arms right around it and start like rending with your claws at it. Go ahead and roll a d10 for me.
Another D10. Okie dokie.
Yeah, or wait, what are you? You're just attacking with your arms?
I'm just like grappling it. I don't think Snog
With
really
his
has
arm.
a plan right now.
Okay. Then roll. This, of course, sounds ridiculous, but roll a d3 for me, which of course does not exist. But go ahead and roll a d3 or a d6 and.
Yeah, I'll roll a d6 for you and math accordingly. That is a 3.
A 3. So yeah, you just gouge into it with your bones as you grab it and do some damage to this hog, and it seems to be slowing down as you kind of are dragging it, or it's
Also,
dragging you a bit actually.
Barrel chest?
Does it still have Steve's arm in its jaws?
Yes.
Yeah,
It
I
is.
guess that's Snog's goal. Snog wants to get Steve's arm back. 'Cause he doesn't that ore.
You roll. Well, barrel chest was about to do something. Barrel chest.
Oh, yes. I was going to take out my great axe,
Put it to my chest and say, "One-eyed, we can't have a teammate without an arm. We're gonna get you that arm back."
and I'm gonna just run at it with my great axe.
Sure.
But-
Roll a.
And
D10.
then we get the pants. First, Steve Armback.
First arm, then pants.
Yes.
If worse comes to worse, we'll just use the boar as your arm.
That's not a bad idea.
Boar's
love the
leg,
imagination.
boar's.
And that again comes to my favorite line from all of Adventure Skeletons, the entire thing here, which is, fun fact, every human and most animals are full of bones going almost entirely unused.
That boar's got so many bones, he doesn't even think about them. One of them will be yours.
You
You could use
walk
its
up
skull
as
as your right arm.
Yeah, Snog is trying to wrangle this boar and wield you have a great axe, correct?
Yes. So
Wield
I'm
your
gonna.
great axe, I'm assuming two-handed over your head.
Oh
and
yeah.
slam it. Yeah? Go ahead and roll
Yes.
d10.
Rolling a d10. 3.
Okay.
3. Fortunately, that's enough to hit it.
Oh.
Go ahead and roll your damage, which is a d12.
Oh yeah. Let's see. Let's say 11.
11 points of damage. Yeah, that is more than enough to just take this thing's head clean off, with the bone cracked in its mouth.
Great. I'm gonna just.
That's the last time you steal a body part from one of my teammates.
And then I will.
Yeah, go ahead. As you're doing that and saying your quip, another one of these boars comes charging through, and
Is
this
it-
time,
Is it bigger or smaller? Is it like is it the mama boar? Is it
It's-
is it
yeah,
the
that's a good
boyfriend?
question.
in terms of boar, yeah, you think it's probably a mama boar.
Oh no!
Oh no! And
Crumbs.
that goes and slams into Susie.
Oh,
Thank you, Susie.
I'm just standing here.
You're just standing there and
I'm
paying
standing
attention.
here.
Yeah, you're standing there paying attention to this sight of barrel chest just taking off this boar's head cleanly with a
What I get for
mighty
not paying attention.
swing of the axe and not paying attention to the other boar that's coming through. I'm going to roll a d10 to see where, in fact, you get hit. Pelvis, 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 pelvis.
Pelvis.
I have leather armor.
Pelvis,
right?
pelvis.
It knocks into you, and you go spinning around and catch yourself on a tree and crack into your right arm.
What's with the right arms?
I know. What's with the red arms today?
You
know
brought
what?
the wrong
I'll
weighted
roll-
die.
I'll roll a different die next time. And
Yeah.
see what happens.
I forgot
Please
my
do,
3.
please do. No, I'm sorry.
Would I still be hidden in the bushes against this mother boar?
Sure.
If I were to try and leap out and use my dagger on it?
Roll another sneaking check for me, just to see how well you stayed hidden during all of this commotion.
It would be a 9.
A 9, yeah. You think you did well enough staying hidden that you could jump out and attack this thing?
Great. That means if I'm considered hiding, then I get to use a D8 with my dagger.
Nice.
Ooh.
Go ahead and roll d10 to see if you can hit this other boar.
Is Tinkle
I
gonna have to
rolled
shank a pig?
7.
Roll a 7, yeah. You managed to shank the pig. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Hashtag shank
It's
the
only
pig.
a 1.
A 1. Yeah, you managed to get a good hit on it, but don't seem to do much damage. It must have really thick hide on this mama boar.
I jump out of the bushes and I land on its back and I try and stab it in the back and it's just like,
Yeah.
shit.
You do hurt
And I'm
it.
just riding it.
It does a horrible squeal, which I will not attempt to make and damage your ears with. But yes, something like that.
All right. So current situation is there's one decapitated pig that
You're
has
currently holding the haunches of. Barrel
And-
Chest is cleaning off her axe after a mighty blow. Tinkle has just jumped on top of another one. Susie's just gotten spun around and slammed into a tree. And that just leaves One-Eyed Steve, who's wondering where his arm went, and Bobby Bones Robert III standing there like, what are you guys doing?
I draw my an arrow from my quiver, and let loose directly, hopefully not hitting Tinkle in the face.
Clacky cheers from inside you.
Oh.
Good work, Clacky. On table, Grant. That is a 5.
5, yes. That will be enough to hit.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll damage.
Grant on the table.
Blackie's his motivation.
That is a 4 points of damage.
4. Yeah, you managed to get it,
Nice.
like right in the skull and
Whoa.
take it out.
Whoa!
Yeah.
I would give you a high 5, but pig on
Let's- Let's stick that pig head on your shoulder.
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, let's do it.
Wait, hang on a second. Hang on, wait. We could also stick the opposite side of the pig, so you'd have 4 limbs in place of 1.
Ooh, yeah, like
Well, there's 2 pigs here. If we cut off the head of this one, and I kind of climb off of it now,
yeah,
you
put
can
it on
as
me.
2 shoulder plates. You have
Oh.
a big skull on one and a bigger skull on the other.
I kind of like the idea of punching people with a pig ass.
That's a good idea.
Well,
Well-
just put it on there.
Let
This
me
wouldn't be
ask
my
you a
first-
question.
This wouldn't be my first operation. I say,
Yeah.
getting out my skeleton doctor's kit, which is just like quite a small axe, like a hatchet.
Little hatchet.
Um,
Yeah, sure.
So yeah,
I'm just-
I
I'm just-
figure this is skeleton knowledge and culture, like reaffixing bones.
It
So
absolutely is.
I'm gonna try and fix the majority of a pig body to this guy's shoulder.
Oh yeah.
I rolled-
Use the intestines and wrap it around him like tie.
Yeah, absolutely. Just as a tourniquet.
Yeah.
This, you know, like for you gotta make sure the bones don't come out.
You guys are gross. Go ahead. Check.
It's fine. We're skeletons. We don't care. This is fine. I got.
I'm just
I
like
got a 9.
shanking this pig in the side.
Here-
like is Tinkle still like riding away on a pig?
Yeah, he
Just like out of focus behind everyone.
Tinkle hasn't exactly noticed that the boar is dead. He's just shanking.
Oh, I know it's dead. It's just that I'm just
Oh,
getting my
you're just
my
excited.
shanking arm ready.
All right,
Getting
well,
a knife practice in.
Sure.
I'm gonna
Oh,
go.
man.
Gonna go get Steve's arm here and like put the pig head as a hat.
Are you trying to clean off the meaty parts, or are you just putting it straight on your head?
Oh, I thought you were putting it on the arm. I get it right. Yeah.
Well, there's two heads, so I mean, you could theoretically cut the other one
Yeah,
off
but
as
Tinkle
well.
Tinkle already called dibs on one of them.
Tinkle is busy, trying to get that
Yeah.
one to
I
detach.
figure there's increasingly less of the second head.
You know, kind of the vibe I'm going for here, like those old bear rugs with the bear head on them, and like the
Sure, absolutely.
that's kind of the vibe I'm going for here.
Yeah,
But
you pick it up and affix it on there as best you can. You don't know if it'll stay.
But more importantly, Steve, I found your arm.
Hey, that's great, but now I got a new one. Look, and I raise the taint of a dead boar, just like, look at this.
Does that mean I can have
Bunny.
this one then?
Bunny, you're doing a
is-
great job.
Snog, give me that arm. I'm gonna put that in my bag for the quartermaster.
Well,
No,
you
no.
do take
Is
a
that
look
the
at
thing you do for the quartermaster?
It is.
But
Well,
I
I'm bringing
thought-
back some bones.
I remember now.
He's,
Yes, sorry, I thought that
he
was
did
Susan's
request
thing.
Always
bone.
bringing the bone.
But Steve said
Susan,
I
you
could
do-
have his arm.
Uh-oh.
Well, it
Uh-oh,
looks
there,
like
is
there's a
there
bunch
an
of
argument
leftovers.
here?
It
Is
counts
there
as
an
a
argument
weapon.
here between Snog and
There's
Susan?
an arm unit. Okay, I fucked that up.
Listen,
I see
so
it.
I'm gonna try to
Take it
convince Snog. I'm gonna try to convince Snog. Snog, you let me have this arm, and when Steve loses the other one, you can have that one.
Oh.
What about all these other rest of remaining bones?
Wait,
A bunch.
are you gambling on my arms?
Shush, shush.
No, Susie's got a
Ugh.
point.
Hmm.
I put Steve's arm into Susie's bag.
Well, Susie, you take a look at it, and it's cracked so much that it just wouldn't be effective to use anymore, unfortunately.
I still throw it in my bag.
Yeah. All right.
Sure. You have some broken bone pieces in your bag.
Put it at the bottom of
One-eyed
the stack
Steve.
of
broken
arms.
bone.
That's right.
It bulks out the stack.
A bag of bones.
Maybe we can carve you another eye at some point.
Oh.
Oh, that would be very nice of you.
But then you're two-eyed, Steve.
Oh yeah.
Do you change
What
your
would we call
name?
it? Just call him Steve, I guess.
But that would be so weird.
Yeah, that
We've
would,
already got 3 other Steves on the boat. What are we gonna do? Blind them?
you might have to.
Yes, you would have a new one-eyed Steve and then a no-eyed Steve.
Yeah, that's true.
So mainly boars in this part of the forest. Let's see what we can find by bravely going deeper. Tinkle, I think it's dead. Tinkle.
I know.
Okay, cool.
I know.
One more. I just look over. One more shank. Okay, let's go.
Tinkle, tell me what you see, and I like go to lift up Tinkle and put him on my shoulder to make him.
Yeah, you won't get, if you continue to travel this way, you won't get a sneaking bonus, but yeah, you do have a little bit of a height advantage and will be less likely to be hit by anything else coming through the woods, unless it comes
It's
from the
up to
trees.
Tinkle whether he stays up on my shoulders or not. I'm just putting him there, but I'm not planning to like fix him in place or anything.
I kind of like maneuver myself, so I'm like sitting on your shoulders like a kid, like you're giving a piggyback to your kid. Let's ride.
All right, Tinkle, you point the way down the pathway that you found that these boars were running through. Go ahead and roll a d10 for me. Not for sneaking, but for exploring here.
Ooh.
A 2.
Ooh.
Ooh. Yeah, you guys travel for better part of a couple hours, and you're keeping a lookout for any signs of, well, the crew, any other boars, and just keeping an eye on the pathway when you fail to notice the pit trap that's in front of you.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Snog takes a step, and, well, since you both fall into it, Tinkle and Snog, let's see what happens. Pelvis, 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 pelvis.
Just roll the D3. Just like to see what part they land. If they're falling into a hole.
Well, I have rolled a 2, which is
Yay!
a left leg for Tinkle, and a 9 for the left arm for Snog.
Hey, we got another arm.
Is my arm destroyed? Is it popped off? What is my
Well,
arm?
you have two hit boxes if you're not wearing any armor on any individual body part.
Okay.
So if you've only been hit once there, it's cracks are forming in it, but it's still okay. You managed to just pick it up and pop it back in a socket, but you're at the bottom of a pit now. Both of
How
you.
deep is this pit?
It's gonna require a climb to get out of here. There's some
Cool.
spikies in it, and yeah, it was just covered over with palm leaves and other detritus from the ground.
Tinkle, go get Barrel Chest. He'll know what to do, and I just yeet Tinkle up out of the hole.
Oh, yeah, roll a d10 for me. It's gonna take a d10. Do you have a bonus for throwing? No, just shouting. and
No,
hitting.
that's a 4.
That's a 4.
Throw Tinkle hard into the side of the
It's gonna say,
Rest in
Yeah,
peace, Tinkle.
yeah, you may get him up there, but it kind of just his torso goes over and it slams his pelvis and
Pelvis,
No.
legs
pelvis.
in there.
pelvis, pelvis,
So
pelvis, pelvis.
I'm going to roll a d6 here and see if it hits the pelvis, the right leg, or the left leg for Tinkle. Oh, unfortunately, right leg, not the pelvis, guys. My apologies. So
Every
Tinkle, you
single
take a box point of damage to the right leg.
Both my
Jinkies.
legs are damaged.
Both of your legs are now damaged, unfortunately.
Tinkle,
But
what's in
you
the hole?
found a place to ride, so that will be good going forward.
But is Tinkle out of the hole, or did he fall back in?
Tinkle, roll a d10 to see if you manage to claw your way out, or if you slide back in and injure yourself once more.
That would be an 8.
An 8, yeah. You dig your claws, your skeletal claws in, and manage to pull the rest of your goblin body out of there, your goblin skeleton out of there.
Yeah, Tinkle.
The rest of you come trotting up, seeing them fall into a pit or disappear into the ground. You assume it's a pit, and see Tinkle climbing out of this pit.
You gotta eat them.
How is it down there?
Not too bad. I could probably live in there for like a couple days and then maybe move as like a summer house. But
Yeah, fair enough.
Are you thinking we should go down there too?
no, let's just get Nog out and keep going. But there's no ladder. I'm gonna have to make a ladder at some point if I'm gonna have to move in here one day.
Steve,
Yeah. Wait.
lower your boar ass down into the hole.
All right, I'll go down. Yeet.
Are you going down?
Go
You
with the
jump
boar
down.
ass.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Poor
Here,
ass.
here. Hey.
So wait, are One-Eyed Steve, are you jumping in like
Nope,
you originally
never
said
mind.
you were? No? Okay. Okay.
Following
That would've been
instructions very carefully from Bonnie Bones Robert III. Wait, okay. Here.
You lay yourself down and stretch out your boar,
Uh-huh.
your boar arm.
is that
and
Tinkle down there that I'm rescuing?
it's Snog that's down there. Tinkle
Snog?
got
Oh, Snog,
yeeted
right.
out of there apparently.
Okay, Snog.
Yeah.
Yeah. And say, hey, be careful, because I have the right to bore arms.
Oh.
Bore arms. Be careful. This is a new one.
Is there anything in this pit, such as bones?
Why don't you take a look around? Roll a d10. It's rather dark in
Is
here.
there
so
anything
you
besides-
can clearly see that Snog is a skeleton right now. But go ahead and take a look around.
That's a hefty little 10.
A hefty little 10. You are
Yeah.
on fire this evening,
Hmm.
with
This day.
your
It's
d10s
morning.
this day. This day. Yeah, you look around and you see a broken up skeleton in the corner. Would you like to go investigate that skeleton? I mean, there's
I-
the spikies that you see, and this one's kind of shoved down onto it and into the side there.
Hang on, Steve. I found some bones. I'm gonna go investigate this skeleton.
Yeah, you're just hanging there on the side, Steve, with your boar hanging down. Yeah.
Yeah,
your boar haunches.
I'm
Just
bored.
thinking your fingers with your legs.
Snog, do they,
Just doing
do
this
they-
the whole time.
Do they look like Captain Bones?
No.
Is it the captain?
Does Snog think they look like
Oh
Captain Bones?
no.
They don't. And as you go over there, the head turns towards you.
Oh, hello. I'm Snog.
Oh, I'm Snog.
Snog, is that you? And you can see it's a halfling, but most of the bones on it are now broken.
So it's half of a halfling?
It's
Yeah.
half a halfling.
Quarterling.
Damn,
That's
race.
what I said. I'm Snog. Do I know this halfling?
You do. You recognize this halfling from a crew, not from this time, but from the last time you guys were at this island. You've been here before. The captain has made ventures onto this island, whether it's to hide treasure or what, you're not sure.
To get rid of cabin boys.
To get rid of cabin boys.
Throw halflings into pits.
Maybe it's to initiate them into the curse. You're not really
I
sure
know the
why the
halfling?
captain keeps visiting this island.
Do
It's
I know
his
this
favorite.
halfling's name?
It's his favorite pooping place.
He's
Um,
got a timeshare here.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say it's a timeshare. He has
It's
to
a
show up
summer
every
home.
so often.
Yes, this halfling's name is Thistle.
Oh.
So I yelled out into the hole. Good lord, is that you?
But Bony Bones.
Close
Yes,
enough.
It's me.
Good heavens, how long have you been down there, old bean? You're not looking very well. All your legs have come off.
It's been a while. I'm just kind of a skull now.
God, well, let's get you up here, eh?
Yeah, we came here to get some more bones. We could get you some more bones.
Oh, okay.
And he is Bones.
Okay.
We're all bones, Robert.
How many?
We're
What?
all bones here.
How is Thistle just a skull?
Bones.
A
It's
remaining skull?
basically just a skull that's salvageable with Thistle. Yes.
Very, very transportable.
In
Yes.
that case,
How much of
I'm-
that boar body do we have left?
yeah.
All of it.
Oh.
Remember, there were two.
All right, I'm going to
Absolutely do that.
We put his head on that old boar body.
Put his head on that boar.
I seem to like we've got the boar head, so we could put the head on the head. I'm not sure what that would. They sort of roll around. I don't know.
Do you not have the rest of the body?
I think I'm pretty sure we left it.
And you guys didn't say you were bringing it.
Yeah. And Tinkle seemed done with it. I'm sure we can find a replacement halfling body. Like what's that? That's like a bird. We can find a bird.
You can find a bird.
A
I
bird.
think that'll be easy to find.
Wait.
I'm gonna like grab a random bone, like a femur or something, and kind of lodge it into my bones on my shoulder and mount Thistle's skull on it and keep him with me like a friend.
Oh.
Certainly possible, but first, Snog and Thistle would need to get out of this pit that you
Well,
guys are in.
this is preparing to get out of the pit, because then
Okay.
he's there and he can.
You've
see
got him
us.
like lodged into your collarbone
Yeah,
area.
kind of like a two-head, kind of like a Zaphod Beeblebrox kind of situation going on.
Sure.
Does he get partial control over the arm?
We'll have to see.
Is this
Well,
like Pacific Rim?
He's
Thistle's
piloting
just,
you.
slapping me with my one arm, and I'll be like telling him to stop that with my other arm. All right, what do I need to roll?
Go ahead and roll a d10 to try and climb out of here with the help of One-Eyed Steve
The D10
and his boar haunches. Boar haunches hand.
That's not bad. That's a 7.
Yeah, I mean you're pretty tall, so and with One-Eyed Steve's help, you manage to, and Little Thistle there, kind of giving you directions on where to grab. You're able to grab on, and Steve starts pulling you out of there, and you manage to make your way out.
Okay.
It's good
Guys,
to have
I
you back,
found
Snog. Thistle, what a wonder to see ya.
Who are you? I don't recognize you.
You wouldn't,
Is-
would ya?
Is this dwarf new?
Our
he's-
ancestors are
He's an
friends.
old dwarf.
Say hello.
That's Beryl. chest. Barrel
Thistle.
Remember a barrel
Barrel
chest, but it's
stuff.
been a while.
It's this might be the first time we met. It might not be, but it's so great to see you anyway. Put her there. Oh.
I hold out an arm. Wait, can Thistle control my arm that he's lodged into?
He's going to attempt to.
All right, cool.
Yeah, he tries to. He's like, nice to meet you too.
I'll just pat him on the head.
Buddy.
Yeah, you pat him on the head.
Yeah.
He just, yeah.
Thistle.
He takes it because that's all he can really do.
You have to lean
Listen,
down.
I'll keep patting.
Thistle, we're on a real big journey here. Have you seen a captain?
Not in a long time.
Any
You
rubber
mean
pants?
it's like been a while? Because you've been saying that a lot.
It's been a while, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, how long would you say?
Whenever the captain last brought us here, I assume it's been years. I think, at least a year, several months.
A while.
I don't know. It's hard to tell time down here, especially after they covered the pit.
They.
The lizards.
The lizards.
Covered the pit. Yeah, the lizard men. They came and covered the pit, and then it was dark all the time.
Full of bones, lizards, if I'm not mistaken. Very good. Congratulations! You may have just found us a hoard of bones inside some lizards.
Don't their tails come off? I could use a tail.
I got that scaly body. It's not as ideal for shanking.
Well,
Makes it a little bit harder and tougher.
It's always good to have a challenge, isn't it, Tinkle?
I mean, it's not gonna stop me. Just gonna make it a little bit trickier.
Sounds very mean.
How big would you say these lizards were?
Bigger than I used to be.
Well, most things are bigger than you used to be, Thistle. Although you are looking much taller.
That's fair. Yes, this is a different view.
That took a second. All right.
Question. Were they wearing pants?
That's a good question.
Don't
That is-
remember any pants, but the lizard men have scales and such. Maybe they were wearing pants.
I reckon we could probably make trousers out of lizard men asses.
Ooh, lizard pants.
Some scaly pants for our captain.
Oh yeah, that sounds real good.
If there's enough, we could have matching pants. Oh, what a crew we would be.
We would be.
They wouldn't laugh at us anymore, would they?
No, they wouldn't.
Absolutely. Let's go!
All right.
There'd be
Sure
no
hope they don't have culture or anything, because we're gonna kill a lot of them.
Come along, Thistle.
Thistle's got no choice.
But okay.
Thistle rotates passive aggressively.
Yeah.
Hey, Thistle, do you remember Tinkle?
Yes.
Yeah. You gotta be careful about Tinkle. Tinkle was like a god in prison. Ran the whole thing.
He was a prison guard?
No, a god. He was
God.
yeah.
He's a guard in prison. That was your strange Boston accent for a second.
I was
He's a
his
god!
He was the ringleader. I was his muscle, and he didn't even need me. And
Well, I'll just watch Snogg's back then, and he swivels his head backwards.
he'll shank all the lizards.
Wait a minute, Steve. When were you in prison?
It's been a while. I don't remember.
I also have a question. Robert, are you a doctor?
And you remember there.
He is now,
not like legally, but yes, I do some doctoring. I have the axe.
And I got the bag.
Yeah, and I have the doctor's. I have a bag I stole from the doctor, so yeah, why not? Why?
Yeah, Boney stole the ship's doctor's bag. Who you guys haven't had a ship's doctor in quite some time, so Boney's kind of taken over.
Why do you ask?
Just, it's good to have a doctor on call, on hand, just in case.
Absolutely. Yeah,
So
sure.
I'm always looking out for doctors.
Are you feeling unwell?
Oh, only every day that the captain's not here, so.
Well, he does need an extra hand.
Only every day.
Sorry?
Steve does need an extra hand.
He's okay. I put the bar on. He's
Right.
doing good. He's fine.
Yeah.
It's like a cybernetic enhancement.
Let's go.
Thistle needs one too. I mean, I like having him.
Thistle
here.
needs a lot more than him.
I think we
GM,
might need to find a whole body.
question for the GM. How
Or a half a body.
How
Really.
does-
Oh,
Yeah,
really
that's true. Just the legs.
Just the legs.
how does one go about firing a bow with a boar ass? Like, does it just rip it with the taint, like with the string, and just?
You can lodge it on the hooves, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't see why you couldn't launch it off
would
of the
be-
hooves there. They're like your little
Yeah.
large fingers.
My
Yeah.
tongs.
You'll have to tell people to read between the lines if you
Yeah.
want to flip them off. Yeah.
Read between the taint.
And lizard hunting we will go.
Okay, we're
Absolutely.
good. Let's go.
Let's find some lizards and cut their asses off.
And I think that might be a good time for comfort break. Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Let's get
Perfect.
comfortable.
That's
Brilliant.
great.
Alright.
Pelvis, pelvis.
Pelvis. We'll
Pelvis,
see in the
pelvis.
second half if we can get a pelvis shot in.
Yeah, let's do
All right,
it.
see you guys in a
All
bit.
right, we'll be back
All
in
right.
about 5-10 minutes, folks. Stick around, we'll be back. And we're back. Hey, thank you all so much for tuning in and donating already. We have already hit over we're up to 300 something now.
Oh, cool.
As far as
Oh,
Nice.
So
Nice.
amazing job to all of you, and do want to remind you, don't forget to follow, because after this stream we are going to go offline and then come back at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for a Dungeon and Dragon hosted by Ryan K. And then after that is 6 p.m. We will come back and go live with a little homebrew that I made up called Cats and Catastrophes. It's actually inspired by Grant's Honey Heist in a sense. So
What are your stats?
it's so loosey goosey, like kind of like
Lucy and Goosey?
yeah,
It's your two stats are Lucy and Goosey. I love it.
That's right.
yeah, it's
We got 'em
Lucy
both.
and it's Susie and Goozy.
Oh, cool.
Susie and Goozy.
Susie and Boozy. That's what it really is.
And Chris, will we see any of these other fantastic people in these later streams today?
Yes, we will. I know Ellie and that old man pointing to himself in the chair, Silver Moose there, and I believe Matt, you're joining us for another one later on too.
Yes, I'll be joining for the Cats and Catastrophes one later this evening.
Meow 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 meow.
See,
Meow, 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 meow.
stick around. You can see more of these great folks later today.
I am done. Thank you.
When we left off a few moments ago, you guys had climbed out of a pit, finding your old crewmate Thistle, and we're pondering what to do next and how exactly the replacement arm of a boar shank works. Where would you
Go
like
find-
to do?
Let's go find some lizards.
Yeah.
I'm in a
Lizard
lizard
hunting.
mood.
We're gonna kick some lizard ass.
Tinkle, are you still leading the way? Are you riding atop of Snog's shoulders once
I
more,
think-
or are you going off on your own?
Well, seeing as there is now a second head
Yeah.
attached to Snog shoulders, it's probably not wise or comfortable to sit, but
I never
Easily.
stopped you before, Tinkle.
Easily, we can
No.
take your head off, attach it on
It's
our
true.
other shoulder, and it's just a three-headed thing.
and now becomes a Triclops. But
Yes.
I think at this point, Tinkle is a little bit excited and is just going to start heading down the pathway a little bit. And he's going to be singing, "Over the ridge and through the forest to shank some lizards we go. We'll cut off their asses to make some pants and please the captain. Yo!" Like daunting, daunting.
Nice.
Wow.
Nice.
I feel like that was planned out.
Really glad we
okay.
brought him on board.
Thinking about that for a while.
Was
Go
Tinkle a
ahead.
bard back in the day?
We killed all the birds.
Let's
Well,
go.
I
Tinkle
really
and
admired.
run on T10.
Yeah.
You admire
Coming
Tinkle
up.
barrel chest.
We gotta
I
make some
really do.
pants.
Go ahead and roll a
I'm
T10
going
for
to.
Tinkle. Yes, Boney?
I was going to try and sense pants or sense lizards.
Pants.
Sense
Pants.
those
Like,
pants.
like
I think sense
Like-
pants is
Yeah.
right where you want to
my,
be.
my pants sense is tingling.
Does
Yeah,
everything
yeah.
look like pants to you?
Listen, when you got an ass like this, all your problems start to look like pants.
Hashtag sense
Fair.
pants.
Ooh.
Fair and valid.
Yeah, Mr. Bony Bones Robert III, you may also roll a d10 for me.
Very
and we'll
good.
see if you can sense pants.
Um,
Future pants.
now, can I like? Does this relate to skeleton culture? Because lots of us do wear trousers. Nicholas. Well, no, I got a 6, so we'll go with 6.
No. Yeah, you don't sense any pants in the near or immediate future.
I take a long sniff through the 2 holes in the front of my skull where a nose would be. No pants around here.
So, question. Because we're potentially going to make pants out of lizards, does that mean there are no pants that are already crafted, or there are no pants in our future, like lizards into pants? Does that make sense?
But is there some kind of like augury oracle regarding?
Are you asking DM or are you asking?
I'm asking
Bony Bones
DM.
Robert?
Sorry, DM.
Okay, I was very confused who you were addressing.
I'm so sorry.
Smelling the future pants.
Right.
I love that.
Right.
You
Bunny Bones
don't
will
know
magic
what
8 ball.
Bony Bones Robert III is doing.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm giving it a
Seems
lot.
to think he can predict
Yeah.
pants.
he's just real.
I mean,
you, and
could
as far as
probably
you know,
just-
you've never heard of pants prediction powers, but it's possible.
Have you asked Clacky if he knows?
Can we shake Clacky and see what like if
You, Susie, you walk over and just grab Bony Bones Robert III's torso and just start shaking it. You hear a lot of angry clacking.
One click for yes, 2 click for
Yes.
no.
Aki also says no trousers. Pants? Yes. Hang on, are we referring to pants as American, as in trousers, or pants as British, as in knickers, as in underwear?
I like knickers.
Trousers to cover our needs for when we have to scrub the deck.
Yes, that was the cover story, wasn't it? I remember
I
now.
was.
Very good. Okay.
Trousers.
Things are getting complicated.
They are. I knew we shouldn't have bought pants. Okay. Okay. Are there any big sort of like ziggurats, pyramids, that sort of thing?
Go ahead and roll a d10
Any
to
list-
spot that out.
I'm looking for landmarks? Any landmarks?
Yeah.
Very good. I'm gonna detach my head and throw it up to give
Oh,
myself
shit.
a better
Sure.
to give myself a better chance of seeing.
Nice.
Old skeleton trick. I rolled a 4. Where does my head land?
4. Let's see. Does anyone want to try and catch Bony Bones Robert III?
I think I'm too far ahead.
Oh,
Yeah, I think you are.
I'll try.
Okay, One-Eyed Steve.
I would
One-eyed
think
Steve.
like the taint is kind of like a catcher's glove.
Ugh.
Come on.
Yeah.
Slant eye first.
All right, One-Eyed Steve, go ahead and roll a d10 for me, and we'll see how this one goes.
All right. 2.
Oh my god.
Oh
Ooh.
god.
Oh,
Oh god.
yeah.
I'm using my good eye.
You certainly are. Bony Bones Robert III, your skeleton picks your head off of your skeleton body, tosses it as high as you can into the air. You get a spinning look around, and do think you see some sort of structure somewhere, but due to the whirling, you're not sure in what direction that happened to be. As you come flailing down, your body is standing there waiting, but One-Eyed Steve just pushes it out of the way.
Oh.
Goes to catch you as you fall, slamming into the ground and take a point of damage to your skull.
Well, we were supposed to go on 3, right? I forgot.
3.
My body staggers as though dizzy from the spinning, grabs my head off Steve, puts it back on, and I like throw up a crab.
Is that claiming?
There's a structure nearby.
Hmm.
I'm done.
You
Running
can go
up
on
ahead,
the other shoulder.
Do I
if
see anything ahead as I'm down the trail? I guess, kind of just singing and chanting or whatever.
Yeah, the woods do open up in this jungle atmosphere a little bit, and it kind of goes down into a bit of a valley. It's a rather large island that you guys anchor off of. It's not like a little, deserted isle where you guys would maroon someone being pirates, but something a bit larger. You see a bit of a valley up ahead, and there could be a structure in there easily.
I'll wait for the others to kind of follow along and
Sort
impatiently,
themselves out.
Yeah, just impatiently tapping my foot, like clattering my fingers together.
I'm gonna come up right behind him.
Tinkle, I really admire your desire to find the lizards, find the pants, and find the captain. I'm right here with ya.
I can't wait.
I step up next to Tinkle. So looking down into the valley, can I see this structure that's down in there?
Go ahead and roll a d10. See if you can see it.
Oh, a 10.
A 10. Yeah, you think you see the top of a structure in this valley.
I think there's a mall here, guys. Maybe we can find some pants there.
Oh, cool.
Oh, malls usually do have
Maybe they have a food court.
I want to get some Panera.
Since we don't eat.
What is
That's
that? I'm gonna
it's
get
like
some
a little-
bone broth.
You found a weapon? He
It's
said,
like a little
he
hill
said a mall.
in the valley.
A mall.
It's a hill valley.
Oh, okay.
There's a little hill in the valley. That's what you see. It's like a lone pine mall.
And there's a structure on the little hill?
Yeah, there's a structure on the little hill. From what
cool.
Susie can make out.
Well, Robert said there's a Panera there.
We're either gonna find lizards, pants, the captain, or all three.
All three, yeah. You'll see.
Maybe the captain works at Panera.
And he visits once every
That's his
several
secret.
months. Sure,
He comes
maybe.
here for
You think we make soup this good naturally? It's a skeleton curse.
Possibly. You don't really know. Somebody has to serve the lizard folk that are on this island, right?
Oh
I
my
sure
God.
hope
Panera. He comes here for seasonal work.
Yeah.
Yeah, the pirate business isn't so good during November to March period.
I sure hope Panera isn't serving bone broth.
Oh. That's the
But if
worst.
they are, that means they might have some spares we can bring back to the quartermaster.
Yes, true.
That's true.
Do we look like skeletons right now? Still, like
If
When
you're
did-
in the shade, you can make out your skeleton features.
Okay.
But if you're in the full-on sunlight, and it's been a little while, so it's about midday now, you definitely look like yourselves, or who you used to be, except for Bony
Unless
Bones
they're-
Robert
yeah.
III, who keeps himself rather shaded for some reason.
Does Tinkle look like a meat bag right now? Like, is Tinkle showing as, his old half?
Tinkle, are you hiding off of the trail again?
No, I'm waiting for the others.
Sorry, I meant Thistle.
Thistle.
Oh,
It's okay. Thistle, Tinkle. Yeah.
close
Uh,
enough.
A thistle of Tinkle.
Like, do I look like I have a
Thistle
skull on my
Tinkle, yes.
shoulder, or do I look like Zaphod Beeblebrox?
It depends upon what kind of light you're in.
Okay, so it
Yeah,
would.
you look like Zaphod if you're in full-on light. Yeah. Little
All right,
sandy-haired, little halfling head.
Nice.
Very cool.
You guys come upon Tinkle standing, waiting for you in the middle of the trail as it comes. Not exactly to a halt, but the trail sort of opens up into a valley here. There's a steep descent into it.
So, it looks like there's something down there. So the best idea here is to sneak in, so we don't let them all know we're coming. Get a nice little surprise on them.
Going to I
We
put
don't
one arm.
remember.
I put one arm around Tinkle. Tinkle, old bean. Listen.
Yes.
Love the hustle, love the energy, but have you seen the rest of the team? I worry that they're quite big and like the reason why we brought them on, they put shouting on their CVs. They just yelled at us. And I'm worried that Barrel Chest will just go in and thank the lizard men for working so hard at building a pyramid. He's bringing a very supportive energy. But how about you sneak in and we do the yelling?
I think for a moment. Yeah, I think I might do. I might pull one on from my old prison days. I'll lead the charge, go in, scout about, and then
Make
you all
some
come
wine
rushing
in a toilet.
in. Yeah, I've done that a couple
cool.
times. Yeah, okay. And he's just got like this toothy grin. He's like, maybe follow about 20 to 30 feet behind me.
I think
Every minute or two or so.
there might be a bit more than One-Eyed Steve can count up to, but we'll see how it goes.
Keep an eye on me. I'll do my best to, be
Good
present
thing.
to at least the rest of you.
I'm gonna cut in and just say, what is the team talking about over there? Anything we can help you with?
I'm gonna sneak in and get a better idea of what's going on here, and then you guys follow. And once you start hearing yelling, you just come in guns blazing, so to speak.
Tinkle, I believe in you.
Thanks.
And if you hear yelling, you come towards the yelling, not guns blazing, yeah?
I'll make my way
I don't
around.
have a gun.
There will be yelling.
I do enjoy a good ass stabbing once in a while when nobody's looking.
Oh, I got that
I call
covered.
Nice backstabbing.
For a
Not
point
you
of
guys.
clarification, none of you have guns. Some of you have bows and arrows, but none of you went to the armory and got any other weaponry.
It's just arms in there.
It's just an different term.
It's just
We're going to punch our way out.
Like the cannons, like cannons.
You could punch your way out.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Kind
I,
of like just cheerily starts sneaking
You s-
away and dives into like a bush, and then you see like some rustling movement, hopefully until eventually it stops, and he kind of like pokes his head up every so often, further and further away, so that they can at least keep track of him.
Okay.
But like I'm gonna try and sneak my way to the construct, we'll say.
Go ahead and roll a D10 for me. And you were about to say something, One-Eyed Steve?
Nope.
No? No? Just looked like you were. Okay.
Leroy Jenkins.
That would be
I was wondering if something like that was coming. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I am going to walk in through the front door. I'm just letting him get out of the way.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'll,
appropriate.
You
I'll
guys,
follow
make
Bunny.
your way through this steep descent into this valley of this jungle forest here, and slowly make your way through the pathway. Yes, Tinkle?
I rolled an 8.
You rolled an 8. Fantastic.
Nice.
Yeah, you have no trouble dodging in and out of the bushes here, keeping yourself hidden down the path. A bit to the chagrin of your fellow crewmates here, as they can't always find you when they need to see, make sure they're going in the right direction, as the path can sometimes be difficult to find. But you do manage to make your way slowly towards where you believe the structure to be. You press along for another couple hours, and it gets late into the afternoon when a clearing opens up, and you do see a stone structure in the center of it. There are, as you can see, Tinkle, as the rest of the group catches up with you, lizard men going about and going in and out of the temple, or just going through the clearing and on their various tasks for the day.
What are they wearing?
Barrel chest, as you are one of the first people barreling up to Tinkle. As you catch up to him, you see the lizard men in this clearing, and they're wearing mostly like loincloths or robes, or no pants that you can see,
Damn it.
unfortunately.
Gosh,
Which
darn.
kind of is in line with what Bony Bones Robert III said. He didn't sense any pants in your immediate future, and there are none that you can see.
Robert.
Tinkle, you've been on this island a long time, right? Not Tinkle. Thistle.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Thistle.
In the pit? Yeah.
But did you ever hear the lizard men talk about where they kept the pants?
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you.
This'll sneeze right in your ear.
Yeah, thistle sneezes right in your ear, and it's very loud. My apologies. They were talking. I guess I didn't really understand them. It was a lot of hissing and strange noises. I don't know. They just kind of covered things up, and I was left behind.
Oh, it's okay, Thistle. Well, don't worry. We'll figure it out together and find you some pants and a torso and a pelvis. And I pat Thistle on the head.
So the way I figure it, if none of the lizard men are wearing pants, their culture must very highly value pants, putting them in a special sort of protected situation, possibly within that temple. We're gonna need to sneak in or charge it and get those pants for the captain, who may also be there, or maybe they know whether. I guess we could just talk. Do you reckon they're scared of us?
We might start a conversation.
Yes, we could start talking. I like that. We could use our diplomat, Susie.
I'm supposed to be a great talker, so I'm gonna go out there. So I'm just gonna walk out. I'm just gonna walk out there.
Go get him, Susie.
Yeah, Susie, you're a great talker because you're an elf. That's right.
That's right.
Very
erudite.
Or former elf. Susie, you boldly walk out into the clearing and make your way towards the stone ziggurat building that you see in the valley here. And several lizard men look up in your direction and see you, and you see some grab some spears and start headed your way. Is there anything you would like to call out to them?
I am going to call out, my dear lizard man, I have come to warn you of a great danger that is coming from the beach. You need to make haste at once and protect your village.
Roll a speaking check. D10 plus 1.
While Susie is conversing with this individual, could I try and find a way to sneak past all the prying eyes, not that they have attention on them, and try and get into the building, let's say? Or find a way to get into the building?
You can certainly try. Roll a D10 for me.
Yeah, I'm definitely doing the behind the back like motion.
Yeah. Absolutely. What did you roll for speaking?
Because I rolled a 3, so that gives me a 4.
Oh.
Yeah. You distract a couple of them, and as you're making this motion, they wonder what you're doing.
If I'm sneaking, I have an 8.
You think you're sneaking around sort of the edge, but you're finding it hard to find a pathway that leads to the thing that isn't out in the open for you. Susie has managed to distract a couple of the lizard folk if you want to make a break for it, but I don't know, it's going to be difficult. You're hit now.
Carry out all those pants. He's little. He can't carry out all the trousers.
I mean, goblins do get a bonus to running as well. Running away. You could frame that as running
from
away
the
from
party?
your group. Yes.
Barrel chest. Should we go and support Susie's story? Do you think, or should we sort of hang her out to dry?
There's nothing more I love to do than support my crew. I think we should support the story.
Absolutely. Okay.
Absolutely is right.
Okay, let's go. I'm going to blunder out of the tree line, like, again, does everyone look like meat now? Is it evening yet, or are we like?
It's late in the afternoon, so you can still look
cool.
like
Okay.
meat currently.
Yeah. Well. I think I'm always a skeleton. I like that. I like that gag where I've just got like the big collar and hat,
Collar and a
feather.
big floppy hat. Yeah,
Dark
absolutely.
glasses, fake beard.
Gloves. You got the gloves on.
Yeah, the invisible man bandaging. Yeah. Like a tube of skin cream I'll ostentatiously bring out and be like, oh, I've really run out. That sort of thing. Brave lizardmen. We are so glad we managed to find you. We bring terrible news. I see you've already spoken to my friend Susie.
Yes.
And
There's a brief clacking coming from your torso.
Oh God.
Look what they've done to my friend. This is what awaits. This is the fate that awaits you if you don't go stop this evil.
A terrible necromantic curse, I say, trying not to laugh. I hate being a skeleton. It's the absolute worst.
I'm also gonna run down and say,
No, they're stealing our pants.
We were lucky
Obsessed
to
with
escape with
pants.
these trousers.
I'm not wearing any.
What do I do, lizards? You better hide your pants. Where are they?
Is your character not wearing any pants?
Not now, I guess.
No,
Character
not
has not been
anymore.
wearing trousers.
Yeah,
not
now.
since. Not
The
since
dwarf
people
running around with
stole
no
them.
trousers.
Yeah.
Hey. Some of the lizards come over, the spears brandished, and they say, "What threat on beach?"
It's the day of the pants stealing monsters.
That's for you to find out and for us to know. The sooner you get down to the beach, the sooner that you will save yourselves. We'll stay here and guard your village.
Save from what?
I feel they may need something, Susie. Aren't you supposed to be good at lying?
I'm supposed to be good at lying.
Susie, you're doing your best.
Terrible.
Yeah, you know what? I'm sorry. I shouldn't.
Terrible,
We had that meeting about positive feedback. Let's try again, Susie. Let's see what we can do.
Susie, you got this.
We've got pants and we've got skeletons. Let's see what we can do with it, okay?
And I motioned for Steve to come out.
Yep. Oh, hey, Snog. Susie says it's spanking time. Go out and
You making a spanking motion?
he was doing this.
Yeah.
It's just
Terrible
spanking
pants,
time. Yep.
Pants,
Sure.
stealing necromancer.
I'll come running out and
Urgents.
using my shouting skill and just, danger! Necromancy! Bad! Stealing pants! Not good! Run for lives!
Okay. Roll a shouting check for me. Are you shouting as well?
Yeah. Whoa.
Snog?
I'm gonna, run after Steve. I don't think Snog really knows what's going on right now.
I don't think any of us know what's going on.
Just
Knows
having
what's
fun.
going on. Not even me,
But-
which is
But
fantastic.
Snog will just run after Steve, yelling, "Pants!"
Do I get a sense that these guys are just muffing and befuddling this whole situation, or are they
Absolutely not. This is
convincing them?
going exactly
You
the
know-
plan.
Yeah,
This is
this
going
is how the
exactly how I wanted this to go.
This is how we talked it over when we had breakfast this morning. Do you remember?
It's going better. This is
Absolutely how you guys talked it over.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Beat for beat. We run to this one.
Yeah. Tinkle, you get the sense that this is probably not going well, but at the commotion they're all making, more and more lizard folk are just sort of looking in their direction and sort of going that way. You think you might have a good chance to make a break for it. You can make that decision in a second as One-Eyed Steve and Snogs come charging out of the forest pathway, shouting. I forget what One-Eyed Steve is shouting about necromantic curses, apparently, and Snog is just yelling, "Prance!"
Yeah. That's
which
it. Just,
rather disturbs the lizard folk, and they just chuck some spears at you guys, which
Oh God.
hit.
No.
Yeah, unfortunately. Let's roll some d10s and see where One-Eyed Steve and Snog are hit.
pelvis, pelvis, pelvis.
Well, One-Eyed Steve, you're hit in the torso with a 7 as the spear comes just crashing right in your center and rattling around in the bones there,
Dunk.
taking a point of damage. Snog, so close to the pelvis, but I rolled a 4, not a 3. Your right arm gets hit, unfortunately, Snog. I guess I should add an extra head box there for
For
Thistle.
Thistle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in case Thistle gets hit. That would be rather sad, but it could happen, folks. How do you guys react to this?
Realizing that
This
everything
Or
is
taking
just
a run for it?
This spear's like,
Yeah.
and I blunder forward to the lead guy who's waving a spear in my face. Listen, when Susie tells you what's going on at the coast, you're going to absolutely lose your shit. I can't stress this enough. It's a great story and really terrifying. Okay? Drum roll, please!
Oh my god.
How many are there? How many lizards are there?
Over there now, there are currently 5 that they've gathered the attention of. There's some more
It's like a village,
out
right?
there working. Yeah, it's a little bit of a village
Yeah,
here. There's some
okay.
huts, but the main building is made of stone there.
Tinkle's kind of like in that motion of like, do I run away or I just jump this guy right now? I'm gonna actually roll for it.
Okay.
Let's see what I do.
Let's see what
I
happens.
can imagine that Tinkle's rolling as well.
Yeah.
That feels very much like he's got a little dice.
Yeah, Tinkle pulls out a die and starts
Some
rolling.
Vegas grade craps dice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably made of bone.
Yeah.
He
7.
got this shit-eating grin on his face as he kind of emerges from wherever he was hiding and just jumps on one of the lizard's back and tries to stab him in the back.
Oh, fun. Roll a
Oh,
d10,
Jesus.
please.
God, I hope he kills it.
That's a 5.
A 5. Yeah, you managed to. I believe you managed to hit. I believe that's how damage works. And if I'm screwing up the rules, I'm very sorry to Grant. But you go ahead and hit.
He has a rating from 2 to 12,
Yeah.
depending on how tough
Yeah,
he
I
is.
see
and
that.
then- yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and roll damage for your dagger there, and see how well you shank
I rolled. Am I considered hidden still from this attack or no?
from that
Otherwise I
attack.
rolled-
Yes,
Okay, I rolled a 7 on a D8.
7 on a D8. Yeah, you jump on its back, slam it like right in the neck there, and bring this lizard down to its knees. It was one of the ones that threw the spear. You did not like seeing that happen to your crewmates, and you just charge in, screaming in goblin
gonna
skeleton, and yeah.
Jump on his back. It's going shitty.
Yeah, this lizard folk is not looking well, but there are a couple more now that are angry with you guys.
Oh god.
One other that had just thrown a spear past your heads into One-Eyed Steve and Snog. Let's see who can act first, really quick here.
I think the element of diplomacy is completely.
I think you guys.
Really gonna blow
Stop
your
that
socks
shot.
off when you hear what he's got to say. All right, Susie, lay it down.
And then
Welcome,
Tinkle
Mark.
comes running in.
Watch out for the goblins. And I grab my bow and arrow
And
and
the
I
goblin
shoot.
jumps on his back and stabs him in the
Are you
throat.
shooting at a lizard folk? You say, "Watch out for the goblins." Are you shooting at one of the lizard folk? Or
I'm
are you
gonna shoot
shooting
one
at
of the
Tinkle?
I'm gonna shoot at one of the lizard folk.
I'm kind of disappointed.
Oh,
Go ahead.
I'm not gonna shoot my own
Kind of
goblin.
disappointed.
Kind of disappointed.
I'm rolling a D10 or a 6.
D10.
D10. 8.
8. Yes, you managed
get
to
a
hit.
plus
Go
one.
ahead and roll some damage.
Okay, and that's gonna be also a D10 or
For bow and arrows, it is a D6.
okay. So this is my first time shooting my bow and arrow.
Well,
Like
in
ever.
this game, yes.
1.
1. Yeah. You sink an arrow into one of the lizard folk's shoulders as more come charging off from the distance, and you guys have to sort of think, are we going to make a stand here or run for it?
Yes,
Is there anything, would anyone else like to attack?
I think after seeing Tinkle just go all in,
And getting hit by a
Snog-
spear.
yeah, Snog would be charged in right after Tinkle, just be like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Okay, roll an attack.
what am I?
D10.
10.
I totally Leroy Jenkins that, didn't I?
That is a 5.
That is safe. Well, things were going not great, but then Tinkle just totally ruined it for all of you. You rolled a what there, Snog?
5.
5. Yeah, you hit roll damage.
Is that
See
what
how
dice
well
I
you do. With a, what did you hit with? A dagger? That would be
Yeah,
a D4.
I think Snog completely ignored the spear and just, went with his trusty tiny little dagger. So that's a D4.
Sure. D4. We'll say a spear is probably a D6.
That's a 1.
Because I don't think spear's on this list. It is not. That was a 1. Yeah, you the one that was damaged by the arrow there, you scrape it in the side. As you are you charging up with your dagger or throwing your dagger?
Oh, I'm
curious.
charging.
Yeah, you come up and slice at it, and you catch a bit of it, but it's not enough to take it out.
Give him a paper cut. A really, really nasty paper cut.
A nasty paper cut, very painful.
Bone deep.
Is this lizard that I had jumped from behind, is he still alive? Or are they still alive?
They are, but they're not looking good. One-eyed Steve, what are you up to?
I will
You
fire.
just come charging out.
I will use my little hoofs and grab my. Yeah, I will do the bow thing. For two, closest
Okay.
one to. We'll try. If I'm close enough, I would imagine Snog, the one that Snog is attacking. Fire an arrow.
Sure, go ahead and make a D10 roll.
All right. 2.
A 2. Yeah, that's not going to be enough to take it out, unfortunately.
Does the +1 hitting, is that only punching or is that like hitting with weapon too? Just curious.
For an orc, yeah, I would think I'm gonna rule that as hitting as like actual melee combat as opposed to range.
Fair. All right. Cool.
Yeah. Your arrow flies off into the distance there.
Yep.
Getting into the ground.
All
right. Barrel chest.
Yeah, so I'm gonna run in, hitting my chest up to one of the lizards, but I'm not going to attack. I'm just gonna keep hitting it and be like,
Please, listen to us. There's evil afoot. I don't want to hurt you, but you're hurting my friends. Let's work together here. What do you say?
Go ahead and roll a speaking check, although you're a dwarf, so I don't yeah, you don't
No.
get a bonus for that, but
that's also a D10, right?
yeah.
Oh my, a 9.
A 9.
Oh.
It sort of stops it cocks its head and is like paying attention to you, but is confused that you guys are attacking them but still trying to do this. Bobby Bones Robert III.
Bunny.
What would you like to do, sir?
I would like to. This really feels like it's gone to hell.
No,
Really feels like it's gone. Okay.
We're fine.
We're doing great.
This is fine.
It's all on fire, but we're good.
Surprisingly, nothing is on fire yet.
I'm going. Wow. Well, what a great idea. No, I'm going to. I'm going to get right up in the face of the lizard man that the barrel chest is speaking to, and say, "Listen," and sort of like grab him and going back and forth. If you don't listen to what we say right now, if you don't stop throwing spears at us, everyone's gonna steal. Nope. Let me try again. I'm sorry. Hang on. If you don't stop throwing spears right now, your whole village is cursed. Your temple is doomed. I don't know whether you wear trousers or not, but I know you've got skin. If you want to keep it, well, actually, kind of a skin. God, I know you've got scales. Don't-
It lifts its spear towards you and says, "So surrender."
Cool. Yeah, sure. We don't even, I don't even want to fight. That's fine with me.
You choose
Okay.
to surrender to us. Perfect.
Oh God, no. Oh, the diplomat. No, why did we hire her as a diplomat? I put up my hands. I like to imagine a spear just takes one of them off at the shoulder.
Okay, sure.
Yes,
It just pops it off, and you
Yeah.
grab it with an arm and pop it back into place.
Yeah, so I'd like to roll to just like calm things down, stop the fight happening. I'm offering surrender, and
Okay.
you know, they taunt. and then we'll. I don't know what the rest of the party is offering, but that is my. And we still have that. We still have the goblin, so you know, he's basically an agent. I couldn't have gone worse, Andy.
Roll a 1.
And how? Hit me.
Okay. He kicks you in the pelvis.
Oh, there we go.
Oh!
And
My
you
legs pop off.
Yeah, your legs pop off, although they're still fine. Your legs pop off, and you come crashing down as you take a point of damage to the pelvis there. And you're going to need to pop those legs back on to be standing again.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we'll come around to that next time I do something. They're probably running around on their own now.
Probably, yes. Or hopping around. There's individual legs. There's just...
Yeah, so the pelvis comes out clean, and I've got 2 legs running around like that,
Yes.
and then I'm just torso up. Okay, cool, right.
Are you like
torso up in the ground?
Are you trying to coach your legs back to you?
Yeah.
Come back.
I'm whistling. For 1, they don't have ears. 2, I don't have lips. So the entire thing's fucked.
You have 2 lips that are made from, what is it, liver? You have liver
yeah.
lips.
Liver lips.
They're not.
Liver lips, bony bones, Robert III.
I'm holding 2 bits of liver.
So hold up a sec. Does that mean there's currently a body, in theory, just running around without a head?
There's
No,
legs
there are
running
2
around
legs.
they're hopping around without a head.
Yeah, there's 2 separate legs and a pelvis.
If you wanted to attempt some sort of weird skeleton shenanigans and attach the 2 legs to a different skull, I wouldn't be opposed to the attempt.
Oh God.
I would be opposed to the attempt.
You probably
I would
would.
not attempt it. I would not attempt it.
I am going to, very upset, look at the lizard. Look what you've done to my friend. Do you see his legs? I don't, because they're running around, not attached to his body. I give in. I surrender as well.
Yeah, you drop down and surrender as well next to Bony Bones, Robert III, good old liver lips.
Good old liver lips.
I'm gonna try speaking one more time.
Okay, Susie, this is your thing.
All right, here we go.
Here we
Finally, going to explain
Yes.
what the threat is from the coast
Yes.
that you introduced. We're going to do this. Here we go.
We were normal pirates before we got to this island, and now look at us, crazed, with 4 arms,
Yeah, just the
With
forearm. Look
extra
like
heads.
Forearm, that's right.
Yes, extra heads. One of us even got turned into a goblin. You have to help us find our captain.
With the goblin, which by the way is still on the one's back and
The
about
goblin's
to
stabbing.
like murder it.
Oh my God.
Taking like a moment of reprise and
I'm,
just
like,
waiting
doing
to
the-
see how things go.
Go ahead, Susie.
Maybe don't mention
Oh,
the
God.
goblin. Let's leave him. Let's they can discover him later.
He's not with us.
This is an unconnected animated skeleton.
That's just a random.
9. They don't attack you guys further. The
finally.
one attempts to shake, or manages actually to shake Tinkle off because their attacks automatically hit. So the Tinkle just flies off of this lizard folk.
It just sounds funny.
Tinkle flies
The
off.
tinkle flies off the lizard.
Flying
folk.
off and landing in a bush.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's
I
what the
attempt
Tinkle
to
is in the bush.
either. Okay, being
Sure.
thrown off, I'm gonna try and either sneak away or run away into the construct.
Go ahead and which would you like to try? You make that decision as I move along with the scene. Susie, they say, so lead us to this disturbance.
That's what I'm saying. We are the disturbed. We're crazed because we can't find our captain.
I'm gonna
What?
sneak into the construct.
That's the story you're going with?
Are you
I was
here
gonna
with...
What
try
are
to get
the
him.
threats? Of course, what are the fucking threats? That's not a cover story.
Crabs. Giant crabs.
All right, there we go.
I sneak into the building, listening to these guys ramble on about
Okay,
stuff.
you're going to attempt to sneak. Go ahead and roll a d10.
That's an 8.
An 8.
Mm.
Yeah, you slowly start making your way towards the building. You kind of go along the edge of the woods here until you think you have a good line between the different huts that are along here, and sort of dart from hut to hut, hiding as you make your way towards the ziggurat in the center of this smallish village here. They say, "So lead us to the crabs." They're holding their spears at you.
Can we take Clanky out and see if he could say anything?
Clacky.
Clacky. Shit, I'm so sorry.
He's not He's not a robot.
Reach in underneath the breastplate and pull him out. They look like this. You know, crabs? But bigger.
And where are they?
Great question.
This is your island.
Oh my God, Susie. Oh, I don't know. I open my lapel, open my pocket and shove the crab back into my inside pocket. We have to come up with something. We have to put together a story for them. Okay?
I'm trying to get them to leave and go defend their village.
They're not going to. We attacked their village. They're really like we haven't given them any good reasons so far. I think the only reason that we're not dead is because we can't actually die. No, they're believing the crabs. They're believing the crab story. Let's split up. We'll lead some of them. Hang on 1 second, I say.
The lizard's like, oh yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Take your time. We'll wait for you.
Right. Let's maybe they can we can lead a party back with the crab, but they're not gonna leave us unfettered access to the temple. I don't think we can sell that to them. Do you?
Well then, I'll lead them back to the beach.
Right,
to the
good.
crabs.
Okay. Yeah,
You
we
guys
can leave the injured here.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect.
Great.
So I tell the lizard man that I will lead them to the crabs, and my eventual dismemberment.
Your eventual dismemberment.
Smash cut to you 6 hours later. I'm sure the crabs are around here somewhere.
In pieces on the beach, like all over the place.
Roll a talking check, a speaking check.
Oh God. So that would be 7.
7. And they say, "So lead us."
Okay.
And you lead a group of them away.
I'm gonna lead a group of them away.
Okay.
It's been nice.
What was one of the ones he led away? Did it still have my pelvis on its spear? Do I need to get a replacement pelvis? Or can I
You're gonna need a replacement pelvis.
Oh, God.
Okay, cool. All right.
There are still some lizard folk around here, and one of them says, "You need a captain?"
Yeah, the captain. Sorry, I've lost my accent. Yes, the captain. Went missing several days ago. I say, pushing a crab into place where my pelvis once was and having him attach his legs, his claws to the legs.
You're with Captain Marrow?
Yes, we met him.
That was his name.
That's
Yeah,
our
you guys
captain.
forgot his name. Captain Marrow.
That's the guy.
That's appropriate.
Captain Bill Marrow.
It wasn't bone
Bee
marrow.
marrow.
So close.
Yeah.
No.
Bee marrow. Yeah.
you know
Bee
him?
Marrow.
Clever.
You friends?
While I'm-
Is this his timeshare?
The captain is here.
Oh, great.
Is there a Panera here? Is that where
What?
he is?
Is Nara.
Pantera.
Pantera?
Pantera. Is Pantera here?
It's
Yeah,
we're
Pantera
looking
is not here.
pants and restaurant.
I got
It's a mix of the two.
Pants.
So you have the captain here.
Yes.
Yes, great.
We
okay.
have
How's he?
Captain Marrow here.
How's he doing?
He is fine.
Oh, you said that in quite an ominous way. Have you captured him?
He's here.
You're being really evasive and vague. Is this a lizardman thing? We're sorry we attacked. I say, standing up to my full height, and then one of my hips goes out because it's a crab.
Yeah. It's a crab. You're using the crab as your pelvis?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's crab.
You have a crab pelvis now, a very tiny crab pelvis.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll a d10 for that, and let's see how well you attached things on.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Roll high.
Plus
Roll
one for
high.
scholar knowledge, right? Yeah, I'm a doctor.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be slinking around the hut.
Oh, wow,
trying to find.
10. Yeah,
Fantastic,
you know,
yeah.
the crab has several legs, and you just kind of like wedge your legs in where the crab legs.
Like the crab and I are working together,
Yeah.
so like it's a
Sort of.
conversation.
You're very
between me and the
crabby,
pelvis.
actually. So
Yeah.
you're low, and it's kind of like these small crab legs, and then your regular skeleton legs off to the side.
I can only go sideways now.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
That's great.
Alright.
Oh my god.
I'll have to update
Cool.
the drawing.
Go ahead and make another check to make your last attempt to get finally over to the ziggurat and up into it.
Am I sneaking through this, or
That's up to you. Are you making a run for it, or are you attempting to sneak?
I'm trying to. Well, I snuck away, so I would assume I'm continuing my sneaking. I did
Sure.
roll an 8 again.
An 8 again. Yeah, you slowly creep your way up the steps of the ziggurat and into the temple. There are a number of alcoves in here that you can see. It's dark in here, so you're all goblin skeleton now.
Well, that's terrifying.
Yeah, it's very terrifying for you. You're quite used to it by now, though. There is an altar farther along in there with a fire going like in the center of it, like a large fire. A strange dark green flame coming up, or dark green smoke coming off of the flame.
Do I see anybody within this small altar area? Any
You
living or non-living people?
don't see anyone right here right now, no. Although it definitely like looks like this area is used. It's not like they've just left this here. Obviously with an active flame, someone comes and visits regularly.
I'm gonna whisper out. Marrow, are you here? Yes, no. I'll kind of like slowly creep up towards the green flame, trying to listen to hear if maybe someone responds or not.
Yeah, you don't hear anything other than the crackle of the fire. And as you approach the fire and look down into the pit of it, roll a d10.
That's 5.
It's a 5. Yeah, I don't know, there's something strange about the wood in here, and maybe that's why the green flame or green smoke is coming off of the flame, but you can't quite figure out what's going on in this temple, in the fire. The rest of you, Susie, where are you leading these lizard folk?
I'm marching them Mickey Mouse Club style back to the
Hot dog.
I'm just hey there, hi there, ho there. Gonna find some giant crabs.
Why don't you roll a d10 for me to continue this ruse? Or they get bored with you and leave
That would
you.
be a 9 with my. Am I rolling? Is this a speaking bonus or just a?
Yeah, I'll
flat
give you a speaking bonus for this.
All right. So with my bonus, it's a 9.
A 9. Yeah. So you've still got them distracted. You're leading them back the way you came, back down the pathway. Do you think you've got them fooled, at least for now? The rest of you, what are you doing?
One of us
Bony
are
Bones, who's scuttling around now.
Muted.
Sorry. So I'm interested to try and learn more about the captain, and I know that he's here. I know that they have him. and I don't know what kind of relationship they and the captain are in. So if so what sort of relationship are you and the captain in? How's it working out? Is he staying here for a while? Is it like a hotel? Is this a ransom thing? Is this a sacrifice thing?
If you're with Captain Marrow, you should know.
Doesn't really fill us in on a lot of stuff, does old captain. He more sort of just, he talks a lot about the timeshare coming over. Is this the timeshare?
Timeshare?
I believe it's some sort of chronomancy spell. Anyway. No, we don't know. Are you going to tell us?
Why should we tell you?
Why shouldn't? Okay, fine. If you'll excuse me, I'm going to find out myself.
Oh yeah, sideways.
Scuttle off.
Just where are you scuttling off to, buddy?
Into the temple.
You're scuttling towards the temple.
Yeah.
They don't
just trying
try
to brazen it out.
To stop you.
No.
The rest of you see one of the lizard folks walks off, not after Bony Bones Robert III, as you might expect, but off to one of the huts. Barrel Chest, One-Eyed Steve, Snog, anything you would like to accomplish?
So Bonnie slides sideways, scuttles off to the
MC Hammers.
Yeah. I will tip my imaginary hat at the lizard and follow with Bonnie.
Okay, yeah, you follow the scuttling.
Yep. Yeah.
Is everybody following?
Strafing. I will follow the strafing.
Crab
Someone
creature.
check out the hut.
I'm gonna follow and also be like scuttling like Robert, because I assume that's what we're supposed to be doing right now. I know Snug's not the brightest bulb on the tree.
Yeah, you all start to go off.
He wants to make sure Robert feels welcome. You know.
Yeah, I think that's the plan. Scuttle with Robert.
Scuttle with Robert.
Yeah, we're doing like a locomotion thing. Just this weird, slow panning to the right.
It's like conga line of
Yeah.
scuttling. Yep.
What do I find in the temple? Or building? Is it
Well, the lizard folk are starting to follow you now that you're all headed off that way.
Yep.
Tinkle. You kind of poke around here for a bit and take your time as the others are attempting to communicate with the lizard folk that are there. You do notice a door behind the pit with the fire in it, if you would like to investigate.
Sure. Knowing Tinkle, he'll kind of like slink over, listen, sniff around, check to see if the door is locked at all.
Absolutely. You go ahead and roll a d10.
2.
A 2. You can't ascertain what the locking mechanism or even really the opening mechanism for this door is, unfortunately. You poke around for a bit and you don't see a knob anywhere. But you know it's gotta open.
I'm just gonna try and push the door.
Okay, roll a d10.
6.
A 6. You use all of your goblin might and just push as hard as you can, and it starts to budge along the ground, and you hear like a click, and it like slides into place, and the door starts sliding to the side there, enough for you to sneak in. It is dark in here, and there are stairs downward.
Should I wait for the others or? Keep going. I'm gonna keep going, just because I don't know how long they're gonna be trying to converse.
don't.
At least
Yeah, you absolutely.
So I'm hoping
don't.
to find the captain and maybe some pants. So
The quest
keep
for
going.
pants.
the quest for pants. So I'm gonna head down those stairs slowly.
Sure. You make your way down those stairs, and are the rest of you entering the temple now? And Susie, actually, we'll cut to Susie real quick.
Oh my
Susie,
god. Yeah.
Is there anything what are you trying to do I'm assuming you don't want to lead them directly to the beach, or is that your plan?
No, I'm just kind of wandering, and while I'm wandering now, I'm going to try to strike up a conversation. So like, what's the weather like around here? What do you guys do for fun? You know,
What do you do
trying to
for
get
fun?
them, you know. Just,
It's hot and humid.
you look like you have some interesting hobbies. Why don't you tell me a little about? Enough about me. Tell me about yourself.
Where are the crabs?
We'll get to the crabs soon enough. You won't be able to miss them. They're huge, giant, massive, but it's gonna be a bit of a walk. Might as well get to know each other on the way. So
Go ahead and roll a talking check.
Mouth breather.
10.
10.
Actually, I rolled a 10, so with my bonus, it's an 11.
Most excellent roll. Yeah, so you learn over the course of some time here that both of the guards that are with you have some families. They both have little lizard folk that they care for, but it's all sort of a communal village here.
I make sure I get their address so I can send them a Christmas card.
Well, you know where the island is, so finding the right hut at that point. And, yeah.
Exchange information here.
Time share.
Yes, timeshare. No timeshare that you're aware of.
So I'm basically working to try to befriend them on the way to the giant crabs.
Sure. The rest of you who are not Tinkle, you enter the top of the structure here, and see and some of the lizard folk are walking up behind you. You see much what Tinkle saw, a big like altar fire pit thing with a large fire in it and some green smoke coming off of it, green tinted smoke. And there's a door, big stone door behind it.
I'll take the back, the rear, which is appropriate for me with a boar ass arm, and just turn around and start walking backwards a little bit and entertaining our lizard folk friend and say, shit, I forgot my accent there. You want to know how I got these arms? And hold up the pig boar ass. Click, click, click. No.
And
okay.
yeah, he just like looks at you and kind of narrows his eyes to slits.
I suppose the captain must be through this ominous door, eh?
That's what I'm thinking.
That's precisely where he'd be. It must be the work of seconds to open this, I'm sure. And I again sort of sidle upwards to it sideways and then try and like.
You just push on it. Yeah, roll a d10. Roll a d10 with your weird scully.
Snog. Go help Bunny.
It's a 6.
Yeah,
It's a
I'm
6.
gonna.
And Snog comes over to assist, and you guys push it open. Yeah. Tinkle, you make your way down this winding staircase into the bottom of the ziggurat here.
Making your way downstairs.
Making your way. And you get to at least what seems to be the bottom, or at least the stairs stop. And there are torches along the wall. You manage to jump up and, well, you detach one of your arms and use the other one and grab one of the torches off the wall and reattach things so you have a torch to see moving forward. And you go in there and there's a number of doors in here, and you see one open and Captain Marrow come out.
Hey, Captain!
Oh, yeah, you guys come bounding down the stairs behind Tinkle, and he says, Tinkle. You're supposed to be with the ship.
Yes, but we wanted to come find you and find you some pants and ask you some questions on whether we should get you said pants or be swapping the deck.
There's an interesting point here. Tinkle, roll a d10 for me.
3.
Actually, you can all roll a d10, and we'll see who picks up on this.
Okay.
7.
8.
Ooh.
The highest I heard was 8.
Yeah, that's.
Grant, did you say no? Grant, were you just no?
Oh
No.
no, just no. I didn't get enough. On the number wasn't good enough.
Grant just got no.
What did you roll, Grant? No.
I got a 2. So,
I rolled a no.
yeah.
You-
just
you rolled
says
a
no
no.
on the dice. This
No. No.
That's weird.
Tinkle, you don't pick
That's
up on it. You all start coming as you come down here to the bottom. You hear Captain Marrow chewing out Tinkle, and something occurs to you, One-Eyed Steve. You turn your good eye towards the captain, not your wooden one, but your good one, and see that you see the captain. Not a skeleton of the captain, but the captain.
Dun, dun, dun.
Hey, Captain Morrow, look at you.
You got better.
You got skin.
Why'd I get
In
a
the
Fonzie vibe?
Dark.
A Fonzie vibe from you. Hey!
Yeah, all of a sudden. Hey,
A
look at you.
yeah. Oh, Susie, you have no idea what's going on.
I don't. I'm
Mhm.
out here planning
You're
gift
being
baskets
a
for
good
these lizard
distraction.
men.
Good work, Susie.
Hey, we need to get out of here. These lizard, the ones we want to make pants out of, are do the thing with the boar ass, like.
Is that Steve? What are you doing here, Steve? What are all of you doing here? Steve, what happened to your arm?
Wait, why'd you call me Steve?
Oh,
One-Eyed
I'm
Steve.
sorry. Is that One-Eyed Steve?
Yeah, that's right. It checks out. We came to
See,
rescue you. Tinkle. Yeah.
I didn't tell any of you to come rescue me.
We were really worried about you, sir.
We miss
Now
you
we're
so
going to
much.
have to sacrifice you.
What?
I'm so
Hang
glad
on.
I'm not there.
What is?
We
What does
didn't.
that mean?
We didn't want to take a Tinkle, but then Tinkle wanted to come along, so we took a Tinkle.
Plus, we found that halfling you said you lost.
Yeah.
Question for
You
DM.
found Thistle.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
yes. He's right
Yes, why
here.
don't you talk to each other?
Yeah.
Ah, Thistle.
Yes.
Have to get rid of you two, unfortunately.
What?
We just got this back.
Andy,
Hmm?
is the captain wearing pants?
Now
The,
that's a
the
question.
captain is currently wearing pants. Yes, that
Yeah.
was a good point.
Captain, you found pants.
Oh, Captain, we're so happy for you.
What are you all talking about? I've had pants.
Can I go around? I
I've been
go-
wearing pants this whole time.
Can I go
It's-
behind the captain and check out his caboose in those pants?
Oh, great.
So you start to circle around.
Oh, Captain, how does it look? DM.
How does this
How
butt
does
look
that
in the
butt
pants?
look? Yes.
It's like a sailor's finely toned gluteus.
Just
Maximus.
as I imagined it. Captain, beautiful, beautiful booty as always.
Oh, your booty.
Can I make just a little interjection here for a second? He wants to kill us. Why? We came here to ask you a question and help you find your pants. So, well, clearly you got your pants. But why? Why you want to kill us? Why you want to sacrifice us?
Yeah, good question. Why do you want to kill
Ooh,
us?
Good question.
The captain wants to
Raven.
kill us.
Well, since you're going to die anyway, or die again, you might as well know. You see, I need sacrifices here at this temple to keep my daughter alive. And he calls out to his daughter, and she comes out because it's all about the kids here, folks. This week, we're all.
Wow!
Please
Plot
make a
twist.
donation for the hospital,
That's great. Yeah.
for
That's so
ExtraLife,
That's good.
and help save some of the kids.
That was
Why
good.
not? Why not throw in a few bones
Oh!
towards the kids? Huh?
It keeps getting better.
What a twat.
I shoot his daughter.
Hats off to you, sir.
Who'd have to shoot his daughter? Sure.
Yeah. Reasoning. Actually, just real quick.
Time out. Okay.
Yeah, actually, you know what? I thought, oh, here's a fun kind of skeleton logic thing. It's like, well, if your daughter's dead, then you want you to keep her alive with sacrifices. But that will involve killing a child live on a charity stream. So actually, you know what? Bonnie Bones Jumbo, whatever his name was, thinks through this in his head, and then sort of like, actually, maybe not. Sacrifice us, you say? What about these meaty lizard men? Couldn't you sacrifice them?
Who do you think does the rituals?
You. Is it the lizard men?
Do you know me to be a mystic?
I know you to be a skeleton.
Normally, yes.
Hey,
but here,
wait a
with
minute.
the sacrifices of my skeleton crew, in the fires of this temple, I and my daughter can live once the rituals are performed by these kind lizard folk. Now, if you don't mind, into that room over there, so we can keep you here until I need you.
No.
Okay.
While you. Oh my God, Steve.
He goes walking off.
Oh my God, Steve. I mean, he's a good
occurs to the
pirate.
captain at this moment. Bob, what happened to you? What? Is that a crab?
Yes. While you've been here. What the hell was my voice like? I guess it's like this now. While you've
Now
been
it is.
here, gallivanting away, saving our daughter by sacrificing innocent dead pirates. Our ship's been taken over by crabs. Giant crabs. And some big ones too.
They're so big.
One of them, that's right, Barrel Chest. One of them took my pelvis. And I replaced it, taking a trophy.
Roll a
But now-
talking check. Don't tell me what it is yet. Roll your talking check and then finish what you were saying.
I'm going to finish it appropriately with what
Okay.
I rolled. Giant crabs have come and attacked us, and this isn't something we just made up earlier during the fight, which you probably saw. No, these crabs are both real and dangerous. So I lean over to Barrel Chest and do a big wink, like in front of the captain. Now, unfortunately, the captain speaks. I was gonna say speaks skeleton. So like when we speak to each other to get our stories straight, he can hear. The lizard men couldn't.
Sure.
I'm going to lie to the captain, okay? I know
Oh,
it's
wow.
weird, but yeah.
I got your back in this. Everything is weird now.
I'm going into the door that he
It's been
points
such
to.
a crazy after. Oh my God, Steve.
Hey.
Okay, fine.
He just walks off.
I have a question for the GM real quick. Have
Sure.
we met the captain's daughter before?
You have not.
Is her
So-
name?
What does she look like? How old is she?
Yeah.
She looks like she's a teen.
Okay.
She looks a lot like the captain, which makes sense since he's her father.
She's just really
Yeah,
bored.
and
God.
dead most of the time, unfortunately.
So Snug's just all like, I didn't know you were a family man, Captain. It's nice to meet you, little girl.
Playing tic-tac-toe on a scroll tablet.
So
She
just
waves like weirded
just
out.
to sort of run down again. Giant crabs, normal sized crabs in the ship, definitely real.
We wink at the captain.
Yeah, like fuck. We need you to. So I just got something in the. we need you to come back, or let us go. Yeah, that's the one. Let us go and crabs. I rolled a 1.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
One,
Crabs,
folks.
is it?
For the kids.
Don't you lie to me, Bob.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I'll get in the room. And I shuffle sideways toward the sacrifice.
That leaves
Oh.
Tinkle, Snog, and
Come
Barrel
on.
Chest.
You know, Captain,
Hey, move up, Steve.
Yeah, it's quite dry in here, actually.
Captain, I risk so much to come and find you. To find you some pants. Just to find you were already wearing them. I'll risk a little bit more. I'll go in the room for your daughter. And I'm going.
Snog?
Wait, Barrel Chest, Steve, come back! And I just follow on, run after them into the room.
You all run after them, and the lizard folk slowly close the door and close you guys in the dark in this room.
For Panera.
Susie.
Well, actually, I didn't run in.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you didn't run in? Oh,
No.
Tinkle's still out. What are you doing, Tinkle?
I look at the captain. Hey, my captain. I really like shanking. If you let me shank you at least once, I'll go into the room and give up shanking forever.
Tinkle.
I'll leave the knife in.
Oh,
Gotta leave it in.
All right,
Tinkle,
fine.
you little
Shank ya.
Let's shank on
powder
it.
monkey. No,
Tinkle's
Tinkle.
gonna give up shaking forever to
I think
save
there are
you.
lots more you
Really
can
moving.
shank for me if that's what you really want.
It's always the fun thing to do.
Yes. You keep shaking for me.
Give him the
You
shanky
okay,
leg.
One-Eyed Steve. You
Hey.
keep shanking. You speak no word of this place, and you can stay on the crew.
Hey, no fair!
Bro?
Okay.
The camera moves
He's
like
got-
3 foot to the left and we're all on a bench.
Yeah.
I'm like holding the dagger in my hand, very giddy, like, okay.
Acting like someone who can shank.
I always love to shank.
Susie. Everyone else other than Tinkle is now in the room, and that leaves Susie off
Oh my god.
leading the lizard folk around.
Tour guide.
For the sake
Yeah.
of brevity, eventually the lizard folk get tired, and you really don't with your skeleton constitution there, as you can just keep going. No need to sleep or rest, really. You make your way through the jungle and eventually lose them as they tire. And what would you like to do? Are you going to head back to the ship, find your friends?
If I've lost the lizard men, yeah, I'm just gonna head back to the ship.
You should do something about these giant crabs.
Yeah, I'm
Probably.
gonna go look for the giant. No, I'm gonna head back to the ship and assume that they found the captain and are coming back to the ship.
That makes perfect sense. You walk back to eventually find the path after some adventures on the island of your own. And the rest of you, other than Tinkle, manage to do a service to a child. Thank
Exactly.
you all for joining me for Adventure Skeletons today. You can have lots more fun with various skeleton adventures. It even has a nice chart on here for the different types of dungeons you can get, or make up your own like I did today. Again, Grant wants you to donate a couple of bucks to the children today and
Absolutely.
to ExtraLife. But if it's tomorrow, yeah, drop a couple bucks towards Grant and get your own copy of Adventure Skeletons or one of his other fantastic games that he has posted out there. And thank you very much for joining us today.
Don't forget to put some shank on it.
Woo!
Put some shank on it.
Thanks everybody for tuning in. This has been awesome. Thank you, Andy, for hosting this amazing swashbuckling
Thank you
adventure.
for having me. It was a blast, guys.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks to all the players, and thank you, Grant, so much for coming in and hanging out with us and rolling
Thank you,
some
Grant.
bones
No worries.
with us. Don't forget to
I hope we help
donate.
some kids.
Yeah, absolutely. We
What
thank
is
you.
our total at?
Let's get a drum roll, please, while my internet loads. We are at... Come on. $350.
Hey!
All right. So,
Amazing.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, everyone.
yep, 2 more streams yet coming up at 2 o'clock. Anyway, don't forget to donate for the kids. That's what we're all about. And yeah, be good to each other, be awesome, and beat hate with love. Bye!